All right, bet. We are back. Obviously, new studio, new location. We don't got the wall up. We'll get the wall up eventually. But this is episode 100. Let's just clap it up for the 100.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
100th YouTube episode. I want to shout out, of course, to y'all. Over 400 subscribers since our last video. I want to shout out to Grelson. This is their first together pod. They matched, of course. But
It was not planned.
Of course, it's crazy.
we want to shout out to our guests, of course, and my co-host, co-creator, best friend, all that. Shout out to him, of course, as well.
Yes, sir.
D-Rock in the building.
Hey man, what's up? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all feel good? Y'all feel
Amazing.
good? Y'all feel good? Hey man, I'm happy to be here.
Sensational.
You know me. I feel like if I had to break down what podcasting was, it would be 25% knowing information,
Yeah.
50% being able to speak and be funny in how you speak, and 25% bragging on yourself. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
Quick maths. We love the quick
First
maths.
off, it's 11 o'clock at night on a Thursday. Everyone has to work tomorrow.
That's a
We're
fact.
going to be here till about 1:30,
Yeah.
and we all showed up in a good mood. So if you think you like podcasting, do you like it enough to do it into the next day?
Yeah.
Let's start there. Let's start there. So shout out to Grace and Nelson especially, because they don't even have to
Let's
do
clap.
this.
Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for them.
for being here this late.
It's
So
an
shout
I
out to them.
also,
And then,
I
of
also
course,
just left work. Like I
Yeah.
clocked out of work.
She brought the
came
fit
here,
to work
and
and
as
hit the switch.
Ish got off work, drove through Atlanta traffic to get up here. So this is special. This is dedication. I just want to take a second to say thank you to Ish for doing this with me and doing this with each other. But we've been doing this for 6 years.
Man.
So this is episode 100 on YouTube. We started releasing YouTube episodes at the beginning of last year, but we did live radio for the first 4 years.
Yeah,
every
man.
Sunday, switched it to every Tuesday, then every Thursday,
Yep.
and then we started
Shout out
switching days
iHeartRadio,
around.
man.
Shout out iHeartRadio. Shout out
Yeah.
to Daryl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rodney.
Man, I was thinking about bro. We had no show experience, radio experience, creative experience. And gave us a show like
just off the strength, just because we said we had an idea.
Just
With
the
the
strength.
idea,
Yep.
and it's been history since. Like
Yeah.
it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of money, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of missing events, missing
Facts.
fun, and we stuck down, stayed down. Hopefully, we take this shit to the moon next year.
Yeah.
But thank you to Ish, especially. I love you.
Yeah,
You my
love you,
brother.
dog.
I appreciate you
Facts.
for real, and thank you to Grace, Nelson, Tyrone.
Yeah.
Javante,
Yeah,
Charlene, Stunner,
Yeah.
Roby, Chris, Barry, is
Jeremy.
that Jeremy,
Yep.
Ty Artist,
Yeah.
and
Ariana.
Ariana,
Yep.
I-47.
Did we say Charlene?
Yes,
Okay, I just
Charlene,
wanna make sure.
and anybody else
Yeah.
that has
Shout out
come
to
on the show,
Charlene.
will come on the show, that has watched the show. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. And let's get into this episode 100. Oh, and please stop, subscribe, like, comment, and send this to a friend.
that.
Send this to another friend.
Yeah.
Send this to a celebrity. If you know a celebrity,
Yeah, send
send them this podcast.
Listen.
Like, hey man, they made it to 100 an episode. How about at the top of the year, 101, you go on. Yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
Listen,
you know
listen.
What I'm
If you like the episode, send it to somebody you like.
Hello.
If you hate the episode, send it to somebody you hate.
Hello.
Just go ahead and send it to
Send it to
somebody.
your fragile ops.
Yeah,
Come on now.
send it
You
to
feel
your
me?
ops.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Ruin
Let's-
somebody else's day.
Right.
Now let's get into it. We're gonna
Yeah.
start off with sports a little bit before we get into the end of the. Oh, we didn't even mention this is the end of the year wrap up show.
Yeah,
Oh,
wrap up.
shit.
Yeah,
We're about to
fucking
just
mention,
keep
like,
going.
Last
Oh,
episode
last
of the year.
episode, new apartment.
Yeah.
Episode 100 year and
Yeah.
wrap up. Last episode of 2024, man.
It's
So-
like that last episode of a cartoon where you can tell they got a bunch of money and everything about to look different. So much.
no cap.
Yeah.
But no cap. But so we're gonna be wrapping everything up. But first, we got to touch on 4 quick sports topics, and then we'll get back wet. And oops, I shouldn't have said that 10 minutes. I'll mute that. That was crazy. Sorry, mom. But let's start at sports, and with the hottest topic. First Take has asked this exact question 4 straight days.
Yeah.
Not fast.
All
Different
week.
segments.
All week. Anybody that comes on, that's the question.
Is the MVP race over, or is Lamar still in the running, along with Saquon?
It's over, man.
It is over.
Listen, I
is
am a well-known Josh Allen hater, and I want to speak to the haters out there, and for the people
Shout
that
out to
are,
the haters.
and the people that are like, are you mad that he's he's hitting me like look at Josh Allen? Like I know some Bills fans, and I want you to know that the hate is never denied, only deferred.
Yeah, for sure.
So he may win this MVP.
I'm with you, right? I'm right with you.
But eventually, he going fold. Like
He's gonna
y'all
give you the
know
Josh Allen game.
He's gonna give you the Josh Allen game. But I think right now, aside from just what he's doing, because he is hooping. Credit to him, he is hooping.
Definitely hooping.
But it's some nasty narrative pushing. The NFL is pushing some nasty narratives right now. Like you can really tell like that they've been trying to give Josh Allen the MVP for a couple years. At this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I definitely thought he could win the MVP. So
Yeah.
I think I might have picked him to win the MVP. But it's definitely his right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. Listen, the story, but the script, man. Like you say, the NFL, the best script writers in the world, bro. Like, I just know for a fact, the fact that they had Josh Allen and the Chiefs' 9-game winning streak, and then the Lions' 11-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Like,
and like what's so tough is like the Lions not healthy. Like, like, and I still don't think they're a contender. I think the season's going how I thought it would.
I
they're
agree.
in a bad division,
and
he is a good player, and they do run a really nice. I do like watching their offense, but
it's a great coach team. Like,
it's just Lamar. In a perfect world, this would still be a 2-person race.
Yeah,
just by how good Lamar has to play for the Ravens to win. But I think some voter fatigue is
if you take away the narratives and you just look at both of their performances in a vacuum, Lamar had the better performance.
Yeah, and he beat the brakes off of him head-to-head.
Come on, bro. You have to have the head-to-head factor in there too. Yeah. So.
I will say, I agree Josh Allen is in the race. I completely disagree that it is over. The NFL is about stories, and as we can see with the MVP discussion 2 weeks ago, Saquon, 4 weeks ago was Lamar. It is a week-to-week thing.
It is.
Josh Allen's last 3 games are against the Jets, Patriots, and Jets.
Yeah.
A Jets team that has the Aaron Rodgers that's trying to prove that he can play next year. A Devontae Adams that doesn't want to quit, that's trying to play spoil the parade. A hungry Patriots team that's trying to grow with a young quarterback that's not going to quit. And their division games are tricky and easy to lay down for. Yeah. I do think it's a chance Josh Allen has I don't want to say a dud because a dud is a Texans game, 11 for 20, 115 yards, nothing like that. But if he has a 200 total yard with 1 touchdown game, and Lamar goes on primetime back-to-back weeks, beats his division rival and wins the division with 3 or 4 touchdowns and 300 total yards, then on Christmas Day with Beyonce performing at halftime and 20 million people watching, go get another 4 or 5 touchdowns in Houston, and now he's looking at 40 touchdowns, no thrown interceptions, and close to 5,000 total yards, and you won your division, and you beat the guy that's in front of you, there's no way. I don't think you can say that race is over with how tricky the NFL is. And with how, and I know he's been consistent this year, but as it said, he's proven he can turn that ball over. And all it takes is one bad pick in the 4th quarter or the 3rd quarter, and you lose to the Jets. And now it's like, oh, well, Lamar did just win back-to-back on primetime. And Lamar is leading in every stat category.
Facts.
Like every single one.
Josh Allen literally just the narrative.
It's just the narrative and the rushing touchdowns. That's all it. And the rushing touchdowns, he has 4 or 5 quarterback sneaks touchdowns, which I have been saying
Shout out
all
Jalen
year.
Hurts,
I was about to say, don't get me started if we put the stats of Josh Allen next to Jalen Hurts. And niggas is not saying Jalen Hurts' name. That's all I'm going to say.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
And that's an absolute fact. And if rushing touchdowns shouldn't be counted if it's a tush push. I'm saying now. It should no longer be counted. It can be counted as a touchdown for the team, but no, nobody gets a rushing touchdown for getting pushed into the end zone.
As a nigga who has Jalen Hurts at the helm of my fantasy team for my 2nd round.
The bitches count?
Listen, them bitches count.
I have Jalen Hurts on both my fantasy
Hey,
teams.
listen,
he has served me very well this year.
Listen, watching the Eagles rooting for the tush push is the nastiest fun watch.
Saquon rooting for the tush push.
Run it again. I be so happy. Like, let's go. Like,
but yeah, it can't be over simply because of all of the things I just stated. And the last thing I want to say is a lot of people are like, well, Josh Allen lost his receiving core. He lost Stephon Diggs. The defense isn't all blah, 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 blah. All right, for the first 10 weeks of the season, the Ravens had the worst pass defense in football.
Terrible.
The Ravens right now are 8-5, 9-5. Every game they have won, Lamar Jackson has had a passer rating of 114
or higher. Yeah.
If he has a passer rating of 114 or below, they lose.
Yeah.
Every game, Josh Allen has 3 or 4 wins with a below average passer rating. So no, that it's not just Lamar. Josh Allen lost his receiving core, so he's more valuable. Absolutely not. Lamar is having to carry this team. Derrick Henry is not carrying this team. It is Lamar Jackson. He is absolutely still in this race. Will he win it? I don't think so because of the narrative and everything y'all are saying. But he's still in the race.
Facts.
You 100% sold me. That's facts.
And now to Nelson's team.
Yes, sir.
Eagles, Vikings, Lions. Y'all have the floor. Who gets the 1 seed?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think everything is on the table for the Eagles to get it. It's just mathematically the Eagles need the most shit to happen.
Right.
And we literally have to rely on them to beat someone to beat each other and then to lose another game.
Yeah.
So it's so like I think that everything because they also play each other week 18.
Yeah.
The Vikings and the Lions. So depending on how that one will go, that's the last game. So you need one of them to lose another game before that. Depending on who it is, depends on who you root for the last game. So it's just a lot of shit up in the air. But I do think the Eagles will win out. I think that they'll finish 15-2. And I definitely think, I mean, obviously one of them's going to lose week 18, so then it's just going to depend on what happens before that. But if I definitely think the Eagles will do everything in their destiny to win it.
Let me see. Who are the last three?
Man.
If I'm a betting man and I'm picking.
Who are the Eagles' last three?
The Commanders, the Cowboys, and the Giants.
They're winning out.
We're gonna win out.
Yeah, they'll probably win out. That Commanders game will be lit though.
Yeah, I think the Vikings will win the Week 18 game. Do y'all know offhand the other games for the Vikings and the Lions?
The Vikings play.
We're gonna play the Packers.
The Vikings play the Packers. The Vikings play the Packers. This week, the Lions play the Bears. I'm not sure who they play next.
They play the 49ers.
Yes, the Bears, 49ers.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Yeah.
And the Vikings play the Packers and the Lions. I'm not sure the 13th.
Yeah, I would bet on the Eagles.
Oh yeah, here I got it right here. Vikings play Seattle, Packers, and then Lions.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna bet on the Eagles, even though they have mathematically the hardest route. I definitely have faith in the Packers stealing a game. The Bears could steal a game. Seattle could steal a game. Yeah, I think and they play each other. So I think all of that put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think the Eagles will win it.
I think the Lions will finish with the 1 seed. I think they're going to finish with the 1 seed because I think they need it the most of all the teams.
They definitely need it the most.
They need not only just to play indoors, but they need that week off so bad.
Yeah.
Like David Montgomery just announced that he actually didn't tear his knee, so he's going to rehab and try to play it in the playoffs, which is crazy. But aside from that, the byproduct, and we were just talking about it before the show, is like we're going to see 3 games of Jahmyr Gibbs as a number 1 back, and I don't know how that's going to look. Like, especially with the injuries they've had on defense, and I know Detroit likes to score, you may see a slower pace where they grind the ball out and run it, 25, 30 times, especially with that offensive line.
Yeah.
And I think at least before the playoffs, I think that's a great way to ease back into the playoffs for this team.
No,
so
definitely.
I think they're going to win out, and I think having the 1 seed is so important for them health-wise that their playoffs probably start right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so I have the Lions before a different reason than you. I don't think the Vikings play their starters the last game because I think they lose to the Packers. And I think after they lose to the Packers, it'll be no hope of getting the number 1 seed, but it's also no hope of them dropping to the
3
6
or 4.
seed.
Yeah, they're locked in.
Because they'll be locked in at 5, so they'll be playing the 4 seed, which will probably be the Bucks or Falcons. Exactly. So I don't see them needing to play their starters and giving Justin Jefferson a week of rest and Sam Darnold a week of rest is going to serve a lot of factors, and Stephon Gilmore getting him a week of rest because he's coming back this week supposedly. So that is why I'm going with the Lions, is simply because they're going to beat the Bears, they're going to beat the 49ers, and then that was the game where it was like, okay, maybe we can win because the 49ers would have, if the Vikings win and they lost the game, which I think they will, then they could have got it, but because they're not going to be playing their starters, I just think the Lions are going to win that game pretty easily, and that's the only reason. I agree, Philly's going to win out, be 15-2, and be the first 15-2 not to get number 1 seed, which is insane. What a year we have. So that is the only reason I'm going with the Lions, but the Philly's well-deserved. And we got our NFL show playoff prediction show probably coming at the top of the year, but Philly going to the Super Bowl. Before we get off to the NFL, I forgot to write this down. Michael Penix.
Penix, man. Hey, we were so right about
that.
Man. We talked about it.
We talked about it. I was wondering if you remember.
Yes,
we talked about it.
I vividly remember.
Yes.
Man. Wow.
And we talked about if he might lead a playoff run. We literally talked
about
it. And we might actually see it. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Listen. Falcons might be a dark horse, man. Listen.
With Penix,
Listen, we going to know a lot Sunday. Sunday, whatever day they play. Giants? Listen.
What a great starter.
Because especially for Penix, like, he has so much experience coming in. It's week 15.
He's not your typical rookie, bro.
If he open it, we'll know in the first game. Like, if they're going to play him like a regular QB, they're going to be crazy. They're going to be dangerous.
I wish they would have let him start against the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think they were really hoping Kurt worked out because they didn't want to look like idiots. Yeah. So they were holding on as long as they could. But I wish his starter game was the Raiders. So then he went Raiders Giants, and now that Commanders game that is either that's going to be for the wild card and for the division is going to be a classic. Two rookies, and now he got some experience. The moment ain't going to be too big for him. So that is one thing I wish they would have done differently, but they absolutely made the right decision.
Get that
Kirk Cousins has looked awful, and it's not even
in the game,
man. What,
bro? Like, Kirk Cousins has looked so bad. This isn't like
he fell off a cliff.
Like, a month without a touchdown,
bro.
Dog, like the one touchdown you had was against the Raiders against broken coverage. Like, his interceptions look insane.
No, he looks like he's never played quarterback before.
Dog, he looks like he has no idea what he's
doing.
Bro,
he's throwing beach balls. Like, it's in the air 15 seconds.
Right,
like,
that shit looks bad. So I'm rooting for Michael Penix. Yeah. I'm predicting it now, bro. The Falcons winning the playoff game. They're gonna beat Minnesota.
Bro,
they're gonna win the division, beat Minnesota at home. I'm calling it now. Michael Penix, baby.
I like it.
Listen, I am flirting with that Falcons dark horse.
I like it.
Like that's a good team. They got stars on defense too.
That's definitely their ceiling though. Is winning one playoff.
Michael Penix 24.
I don't think so. The
Michael
NFC
Penix,
is
24.
The NFC, the NFC feels open. The NFC feels so wide open.
It does feel open, but I don't know about the Falcons winning 2 games.
They can't beat the Eagles. They can't beat the Lions.
Oh no, they could beat both of them. I think they could beat both of them.
No,
there's no chance the Falcons could beat.
The Falcons beat the Eagles already.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not
in
week
Eagles. 2. It's completely different.
They're not beating.
No. Okay, let's say like they can't outplay the Eagles. The Eagles can beat themselves versus the Falcons.
Okay,
Justice Simmons, great taking the ball away, based, and like. Listen, that Nick Sirianni cloud just hang above that team.
You're going to keep pushing. You're going to keep mentioning that.
I'm telling, because eventually, it's never denied, only deferred.
Hurts has 1 pick since September. I don't think he's going to beat. The Eagles haven't beaten themselves in 10 weeks.
I feel like if it's in Hurts' hands, that's why the Eagles are so like an interesting team. Because if it's in Hurts' hands, I trust him. But I don't know if it'll always be in Hurts' hands. Like him trying to talk to Jalen Carter and that nigga walking up to him get out the way. It's like that. Like that stuff like that matters. Like
I will say regarding the Falcons playing the Eagles, I just think Saquon is gonna run for 175 yards. The Falcons don't do a good job of stopping the run. Their front 7 is weak. Jalen Hurts going to have all day. Yeah. The Falcons don't have great corners. A.J. Terrell is going to look like a maniac trying to guard A.J. Brown. And everybody forgets, except for us, that Devontae Smith won a fucking Heisman. Yeah. So, they're just not going to be able to stop him.
And we're only talking about that side of the ball, bro. We're not even acknowledging the fact that we're the number 1 defense in the league, bro. As much as I respect Penix, and I think they'll hoop, we clamp everybody.
That is, I really do like
and
that
so
defense.
my point is, you're 100% right. Nick Sirianni can lose him a game, but I don't think this is a game he can lose him because they're going to be up by 20 before halftime. Sorry, Atlanta, but
that's why I'm saying that it's like they're a dark horse because for them to get to that point,
that would be an accomplishment.
For them to get to the point where they have to play Philly, they're gonna have to be rolling.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So that is why they're in that dark horse is because the Falcons do got weapons. If they are rolling enough to beat that point, I think it would be an exciting game.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Hey man. Yeah. I tried to tell y'all.
Yeah.
I told y'all what I knew.
The victory lap. Let's hear it.
I told y'all what I knew. I told y'all what I saw from week 1. I told y'all about that 12 out there on the island. Yeah. I told y'all about that 12 out there out wide. I told you about him.
Yep.
That boy Travis Hunter is a Heisman winner, a Biletnikoff winner, and every other award that exists.
Number 1
winner.
best defensive player in the country, like
99 overall.
Player in the country, best receiver in the country, most outstanding player,
All-American on both sides of the ball,
All-American on both sides of the ball, all conference on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, insane resume to think about.
What are we talking about?
Listen, I told Dale earlier. Listen, we got to clip that old take. That's the best college football player ever.
Thank you.
That's the best.
Oh, you agree now?
That's the best college. That resume, that's the best college football player ever.
With the sweep,
Listen, I may still think Cam Newton and Reggie Bush better, but no one has that resume ever.
Travis Hunter, you are a monster, dog. I've taken enough victory laps. I told you about who he is. Yes, he's playing both sides in the NFL. No, he's not going to do a full-time corner, 30, 40 plays on offense. He's going number 3 receivers don't play every down now. Why would they?
So primary defense, you think?
Yes, he is a disgusting corner. He is.
I think he should be corner 2.
He is actually insane, and don't let the Patriots get him in action with him and Gonzalez out there. And then Drake may get a weapon too.
Yeah,
man.
I think he's going to be slot receiver. CB2.
Yes.
I think that's it.
And he's going to learn to run. He's going to learn to run from slots because he's an out wide. He's been out wide his whole college career, whole high school career. So he's going to learn how to run them intermediate routes, get open in the middle, and
situational.
And he's going to return punts and kicks.
Yep.
You're just going to put the ball in the
Swiss Army knife.
Listen,
just play football. Just go play football.
Julian Edelman played corner and wide receiver for the Patriots for a couple seasons. I think I really want. Of course, I'm a Patriots fan, so of course he comes to Patriots. I've been rooting for that all year.
Him and Gonzo will be insane.
Crazy pairing.
Disgusting.
But even if he doesn't go there, wherever he goes, I want them to let him play both sides.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah. I don't want him to go somewhere where he has to choose.
Yeah, I hope he has a young, just a young, smart-minded coach. Don't put him in a fucking box. Just you have. And
stop doing interviews, Travis. Stop doing interviews.
Yep. You don't have to talk no more.
Please, listen. Please stop doing interviews.
You don't have to talk no more.
Don't tell nobody else you did not listen to Lil Wayne music until last year.
Shout out to Lil Wayne for being there.
That
was crazy. That was hilarious.
He really got put on by his girl to Lil Wayne, bro.
Yeah,
that definitely kind of hurt
my
heart.
He said he didn't listen to any music. I said, what does
that
mean?
was crazy too.
What does that mean?
That was crazy too.
What do you mean you didn't listen to music? How do you escape that?
He watching film.
Outside of that amazing speech, though, Travis was a great
amazing
speech.
Speech, hilarious.
I like that they just let him talk too.
Yeah,
bring that back in the war. Everybody, why do award shows suck? Because y'all make them get off the stage after 15 seconds.
Man,
I want to see a nigga get up there and rant for
rant. Man, the KD
off the
speech,
top of his chest.
Bro.
That shit don't even be happening no more.
But salute to Ashton Genty, Dylan Gabriel, Cam Moore, and Shedeur Sanders, who should have been the finalists too. But salute to all of them. Outstanding seasons. Ashton Genty would have won the Heisman probably.
Any other year.
8 out of the last 10 years, he probably would have won it. So just salute to him. And lastly, who y'all got in the college football playoff? Who y'all got coming out on top?
Boise State.
No, you don't.
I'm kidding.
No, you don't.
You're a sick man.
I got Oregon, Georgia, by the way, and I got Georgia winning.
I definitely think Oregon's gonna go. I'm deciding if I think they're gonna win.
I think Oregon's gonna win. I think I just Georgia QB situation is just so bad.
I don't trust Georgia.
Oregon's just so talented everywhere.
They're very talented, but I think that defense is gonna lock them up and they're gonna score just enough. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, 20-17.
Okay.
Georgia pull it out.
No, listen. If Oregon doesn't touch 30, they lose.
That's exactly how I feel.
If Oregon
exactly how I feel.
But I think they can though.
Yeah. And you gotta remember Oregon jersey's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Seeing them in the chip is gonna be crazy.
That green red combo.
It's gonna be poetry on this. It's definitely we're in for a good playoff, extended playoff too. Shout out to the extended playoff.
Saturday gonna be crazy.
Saturday, and just keep it like this, right? Like we're not adding any more teams.
No, please.
Please
no,
don't
this
add
is
any more teams. Please don't add any
more. I think it's too many teams now.
And
I didn't think you went from this to this. Like, I feel like we could have at least met at 8.
Yeah, 8. I feel like 8's the perfect number.
Y'all jumped to 12. All right.
Yeah.
Saturday they got the noon game, and then they got the Steelers, Texans, Texas, Clemson, Ohio State, Tennessee, Ravens, Steelers.
So
bro, that's crazy. This
Texas.
Boy, I'm gonna be so locked in. So I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah.
2024, end of the year. We'll just stick with sports while we're here because we don't have too many sports. Start at the top of the list with our athletes. Actually, no, let's start from the bottom of the list. Let's start with the bottom.
Okay,
let's go. Who was the most surprising performance that you have seen in 2024? I will start.
Okay.
My 2 were Brock Purdy. I wanted to give him some credit as a Mr. Irrelevant, getting to a Super Bowl, going toe-to-toe with Mahomes. And it's Kyle Shanahan's fault you lost. You didn't know the overtime rule. So Brock Purdy, I wanted to give some credit to. But my actual answer is the Olympics were this year. I gave it to Suni Lee, who was incredible in the Olympics as a gymnast, and slashed that with Miss Olympus Gabby Thomas.
Okay.
Both of them were my most improved. Most surprising.
I'm gonna say because this is, of course, this is a new NFL season, but like we were in early last year. I'm gonna say C.J. Stroud. Starting that hot, being great in the playoffs, showing like, oh yeah, this is a franchise quarterback.
I like that answer.
I'm gonna show some love to C.J. Stroud.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna be like on a less bigger stage because it hasn't been the big moments that you've spoken of yet, and it's just gonna specifically support this. But I'm gonna say Drake May, man. Honestly, like
that's a fact.
When we were gauging all the quarterbacks that are coming out the draft, first of all, this quarterback draft is gonna go down in fucking history.
This quarterback draft.
I said that when I was watching the game earlier.
Yeah,
I was like, "This is a
listen."
crazy.
If Penix hits too, man, that's like 5, 6, 7,
10-year starters.
Yeah,
insane.
Like
that's
this draft
crazy.
is going down in history. But yeah, man, Drake May coming like out of especially the top 3 that were coming out. I was like, this was the one you did. I was praying.
That's Zach Wilson. That's Zach Wilson.
I was praying the Commanders took him. As an Eagles fan, I was like, bro, Commander, please take Drake May. Like, please don't take Jaden Daniels.
Right.
Like, I'm begging. Of course, they were smart enough. They had to do it. But Drake May is a dog, bro. I feel like the Patriots got a lot to work on, but, like, you have an absolute defensive clamp on one side, and you have your quarterback of the future. I feel like those are just 2 amazing pillars to build off of. Like, just get everything else in order. But, yeah, Drake May, you a dog, bro.
All right, most improved. I went with Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
I like that. I'm going to go Anthony Edwards in the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Taking that next step.
I think I'm going to go SGA. I think
like
that
yeah.
he was always a dog, but, like, I really don't know if there's a more efficient player in the league right now. Yeah. Like, I don't think anyone on the planet can guard him. Like,
he's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, he's insane.
Best athletic performance this year. Now, this one I cheated and picked 12 men. I went with the Team USA Serbia game, bro.
Okay.
That was ridiculous. Watching that comeback, watching Bron get the layup, Steph get the 3 to take the lead. Okay. Then KD for the fate of the USA basketball integrity.
Yeah.
Woo. Woo. Bop.
Yeah.
Best athletic performance I've seen in my lifetime. That was the most fun I've had. Them 2 games, that game and the gold medal game, the most fun I've ever had watching basketball in my life.
It's funny. It's funny how we be here because I also picked 11 people, but mine was the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Snead, McDuffie, literally, it's crazy because we gonna talk about the NFL wrap up. They ended Deebo Samuel prime that night in front of everybody. They ruined that team. Like, they absolutely suffocated the niggas.
They did. Bro.
Yeah. I'm just glad that people see what I saw for years.
Bro, preseason, I'm like, fam, Debo washed. Be like, did you see what he did versus the Eagles last year? I don't give a fuck about the Eagles.
Bro, we were doing a fantasy draft, and I forgot who got him, but I laughed when he got drafted. Like, I actually laughed. I was like, oh, wow, you think? Oh,
no,
okay.
No.
Yeah.
Hell, nigga,
that's over with.
You run like he got a fridge on his back.
You better go to running back, boy. That receiver shit over with. That receiver shit super over with.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little circular, but we were just talking about it. But I just think we were just talking about Travis Hunter. I just think, just in general, not even an isolated performance, but I just think
it's a couple of them.
Exactly. There's a couple, but even just like the body of work, like that as an athletic performance is like the greatest shit I've ever seen. So like,
And Travis Hunter was my answer, but I've been talking about him for so long. I just picked something.
You wanted to pivot, for sure.
Best Travis Hunter moment.
The forced fumble to end the game.
Yep, that's
this earlier this year.
Yep.
And the last game with the 10 receptions, 3 touchdowns, and an interception.
Okay.
I was watching that game like, what is he doing? Yeah. Like, this looks fake. Like, it does not make sense. And he should have had 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
He dropped them. Like, it hit his hands and he just let go. Like, dog, that was ridiculous.
That's
ridiculous
a fact.
Yeah, I can't top that. I have the same one.
I think the fumble for me is one. The walk-off fumble. I mean, that's
that walk-off fumble was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's dog play.
That walk-off fumble. Yeah. And the North Dakota State catch in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Shador was like, just catch the ball.
Oh, my God.
Bro.
Yes.
That was
I was trying to think of who was against. Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. Athlete of the year.
I mean, it's a couple different. I'm gonna say Caitlin Clark.
Nice.
I'm gonna say Caitlin Clark.
That is a good one.
Nice.
I'm gonna say Caitlin Clark.
I have 3. If y'all want to give 3, I put gold medals, gold, silver, bronze.
Okay. Well, I'll do 2. Caitlin and Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I would say I'll definitely go Caitlin. I'm going to go Steph after just what he did on the biggest stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, just because he's on the brink of, with the way the year overlapped, we saw him get 1, and he has the potential to 3-peat. I'm going to go Pat.
All right. My 3 bronze, I had Patrick Mahomes.
Fair.
And number 2, I had Simone Biles breaking the Olympic gymnast record and just being one of the greatest athletes we ever seen and solidifying that.
And being a GOAT at the Olympics. Like,
And the number one, I had Caitlin Clark. I am so sorry. I had Simone at 1 and Caitlin at 2.
Okay.
So at 3, Patrick Mahomes. 2, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
The impact, the growth of the women's game, the dominance of a rookie, broke every rookie record, made first team All WNBA, and led them to their first playoff appearance since 2016.
With the same
and
team.
got her coach fired because she didn't like her.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
She don't follow LeBron path far.
Big stepping.
Big stepping. You feel me? And then at number 1, I have the wonderful, the beautiful Simone Biles.
Yeah.
All right.
Valid.
That was it. That was it for the sports. We have to give our athletes some love. I wanted to stop and give some more athletes some love for a second. Jokic is one of the best basketball players I've ever watched live in my
100%.
life.
Yep.
That dude is ridiculous. LeBron's still trucking alone. It's just phenomenal. I could have picked 7 different Lamar Jackson's games, and I just kept it out because I love him so much.
Yeah.
So I just want to give some salute to Lamar in the past 2 seasons he have. So them guys just are ridiculous and on another level, but I couldn't find room for them.
And underrated sports moment, Bronny and Braun playing together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to get him some
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. G6, you ready? All right. I know you guys have been wondering why Grace is here. Why is she not talking? It's because she doesn't watch sports. So we're not going to make her make lists for nothing she watched. She's chilling. All right. Now we ready to get into it all. Let's have some fun. I'm going to take my shades off because it's hot in here. It's hella lights. I have some right here behind me.
Oh, niggas got the sake.
Yeah. Warm some sake up earlier.
Oh, I was just thirsty, but okay, sure. I'll drink it. I like it.
I'll take some.
Yeah.
Also, I already forgot what performances I said, but I just remember Saquon Barkley running for like 255 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what? That's in the convo somewhere.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's just insane.
Yeah.
All right. We got the wrap up. You know what I'm saying? 2024. This is our 3rd or 4th one, so you know we've been doing this a while.
Facts.
Album of the year, song of the year, moments of the year, all of that. We about to get into it all. Sit back, relax, get your vice, light you a blunt, pour you a little wine, pour you a shot, and let's get into it.
Classy. Where the wine at?
Let's go, man.
Pinky's
You
out.
should have told me I would have brought this.
No.
Let's start with moment of the year.
Okay.
Grace, you haven't spoken. You start.
Oh, me? Okay. My moment of the year, personally, I put the night that Drake dropped Family Matters and his release got stepped on. We watched that in real time. So I feel like, and then Not Like Us came out like 2 days after that. I don't know. That whole entire weekend was just...
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Because it's crazy.
I haven't been more shook.
I'm going to be doing a lot of dick riding in this episode.
I was gonna say, like, is there a way to say the moment of the year without mentioning the beef? Like, why would I just
like you know, moment of the year easy is Meet the Grams dropping. Because listen, Family Matters dropped. I hit the chat. I said, I bet this nigga Kendrick for the drop. I'm telling y'all, this nigga Kendrick for the drop. He not gonna let this shit slide. Meet the Grams came out not an hour later. Definitely moment of the year. Just the shock, like the reaction videos of niggas seeing like this nigga just dropped again is so fucking funny, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
So I went with the couple because I knew everybody was going to say that. So obviously that was one of the moments of the year.
Yeah.
But I also thought one of the moments of the year was J. Cole apologizing. Like, I didn't say this had to be good moments.
Bad moments.
True.
Oh, yeah. I like it. Lead with some
He said, let me start hating.
Yeah, lead with some
Wait, no,
hate.
you should have
Crazy.
said that because then I would have had a few things to say.
The world is your oyster in the show about nothing, man. You got to broaden the horizons. I was
Let
like,
me add
what's-
Diddy getting arrested to that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's a fact.
So J. Cole apologizing on that stage is one of the moments in rap I will never, ever forget watching.
Me and Grace were there in person.
I actually cannot believe it. Funny enough, me and Ish had just got done recording an episode, and he was about to leave and was like, J. Cole just got up there and apologized. And I said, what are you talking about, Ish?
Bro.
He said he just got up and apologized in front of everybody. I said, everybody who? He said, Can't Flog Nog or whatever the fuck that shit is called. Fuck him. And I was like, what? He apologized? And then he was like, the nigga performed Love Yours. And I said, what he do? What he doing? Nigga playing Love Yours. Right. This all happened while we had just got done recording the episode, and I was so mad. I said, I can't record an episode respectfully right now, so regroup in 5 days. Yeah. And then we recorded the episode. But that
PTSD.
was insane.
Yo,
that was insane.
That nigga playing Love Yours after that shit is like a South Park scene. Like, he got up there and was like, yo, Raise your hand if you think that's the best rapper ever. Best nigga to ever touch a mic. I love that nigga.
He said, take your best shot. I'm going to take it on the chin.
I'm going to take it on the chin.
I'm going to take it on the chin and then play Love Yours.
Oh, my God.
And then the beat starts playing. He was like, yeah, we taking that off streaming tonight. And he didn't do it till Friday because he wanted them streams, then did it. Fuck, nigga.
Yo, niggas call me crazy. Nigga really left that shit on there for the first week.
Oh, my God. It's always going to be a house bigger than the one you got, gang.
It's always going to be one. It's always going to be a rapper better than me. That's what I heard.
I was hoping somebody got it.
That's what I heard.
I'm going to set this joke up. I hope somebody
That's how I heard it. I heard it's always going to be a rapper better than me, nigga. Like, yo.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Another one that I thought was a funny moment that went under the radar is A$AP Rocky acting like he was finna drop the album again. I thought that was very funny. A$AP Rocky was like, here the release date, here a music video, and then everybody started dropping. Kendrick went to 6 concerts, and he was like, all right, we'll postpone.
Yeah.
And just
Add Cardi
back
in
to
there,
being
too.
a dad.
Add Cardi in there, too, from my Cardi niggas. Cardi said
Niggas are still waiting.
January 1st, 2024. 2024 music.
2024 music. Fraud,
Like, there's
bro.
a picture of, like, this Cardi fan page with a list of all the Fridays, and he's just scratching them off. He was like, this used to be a joke. That shit, he really gonna drop the last Friday of the fucking year, bro.
Nah,
That nigga
Cardi
is-
Hive is...
And then
I have a friend that the last tour that he was supposed to have that got canceled, he still hasn't gotten refunded.
Oh, my
That's so
God.
funny, bro. Nah, Cardi a funny nigga, bro.
He was like, that shit was getting rescheduled all the time, and they just stopped rescheduling it, and I never got my money back.
salute to being fans of professionals.
That's a
Oh,
fact.
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
looking at you, Lauren.
Beyonce would never do this to me.
No, ever.
Shitting me.
Another great moment, Doechii coming out at the Tyler show.
Absolutely.
At the campfire.
Absolutely.
I
great
thought that was
pick.
a crazy
So
Yeah.
moment.
that's funny you said that because mine was Tyler coming out at the pop out. That
Oh,
reaction,
yeah.
that reaction to
Yeah.
Tyler at the
Cooked.
pop out was
That's a
like,
good
Listen,
one.
listen.
All
We,
right.
we need to make a
he
little.
has crossed a different
We need to make a little joint of our predictions because that was a prediction I had. I was like, y'all know Tyler from California, right?
They act like he ain't.
Yeah, like Tyler really from
They act
California.
like
So
he ain't.
And then the Not Like Us video on July 4th where everybody was partying together
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
world stopped and was like, oh, we got to go sit down and watch this music video.
yeah,
Incredible moment as well.
It's crazy he dropped that then, because he dropped, didn't he drop, what you call it, on Cinco de Mayo? Or Cinco de Mayo weekend?
Yes, he did. He dropped Not Like Us on Secret and I
Yeah.
dropped that on July 4th. And then my last moment was the one that just happened, and Doechii's Tiny Desk. I thought Doechii's Tiny Desk
Ooh,
was
that's a good one.
absolutely
Love
incredible
Doechii. Yeah.
and one of the best like rap performances that we've gotten this year.
Yeah. I think just it's still not gonna get out of what we already mentioned, but I think the catalyst for everything went like that drop. I think that was the shit that got everybody outside. Kendrick wasn't even outside. We didn't even we didn't know Kendrick was in the universe, you know, and it just that shit just led to everything that we got after. So like just hearing his voice, like you're streaming, we don't trust you, and you just hear his voice come on, bro. Like it's
that
just,
reaction was crazy. That reaction was crazy,
bro.
we can link that reaction.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
in,
comment, subscribe if you want.
Oh yeah, we was on camera.
Yeah,
Check
that's a
out-
fact.
Yeah,
I was in Vegas smoking Khalifa Kush when like that came out. So I was on top of the world.
I played that verse like, oh my god,
Dog,
That's
I
my
listened
most
to that-
song played.
I listened to that song so many times, bro.
man.
All right, let's go with Rookie of the Year, and I think we're all gonna have the same answer, but maybe not.
Probably it's all gonna be Doechii.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all gonna be Doechii.
Say it again one time. Doechii. But
Yeah.
most improved this year.
I'm gonna go with Vince
Glorilla.
Staples.
That's a Glorilla.
Ooh, Glorilla's a good
Great
one.
pick.
I love that answer.
I love that.
I actually hate that it wasn't my answer. I would say Schoolboy Q.
I like that. Vince Staples for me.
Mine was Big X the Plug. I don't know if y'all saw his album, heard his album. I wanted to find somebody that was kind of under the radar that dropped a really good product.
Yeah.
He dropped the No Skip album. It's short. It's real short music. Some of the songs are like a minute and a half, minute 45, but it's a really good project, and he on there rapping his ass off. And
Auntie
I
is
told y'all
getting
the
old.
Houston flow, Houston sound, one of my favorite sounds in rap. So,
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
and then the MVP of rap this year, the most valuable player.
Yeah. This is gonna be this
Or
one's
MVR,
probably,
if you
this was probably gonna be Kendrick for sure.
The best.
Listen, stories will be told about this 2024 run.
The best.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
I would have given it to Kendrick if he dropped, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But
Album. Well, he did.
yeah,
drop
well,
an
I
album.
mean, he did drop it, but he dropped it like at the end of the year. I meant like if he had dropped it earlier. I mean, I feel like these people be 1A, 1B. I'd still say Glorilla.
Okay.
Because
That's
Glorilla
fair,
has
that's
not
fair.
missed once all year.
No,
and she
that's
gave us 2 fire projects.
Yeah.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
But my pick, it's been the same all year. It's Future.
I like
None
that.
of
That's
this
fair.
happens without
There's really
Future.
no
That's a
wrong
fact.
answer.
Yeah.
None of
3
this
projects
happens
this year.
This has been a good
without
year.
Future.
3
Three
projects
projects.
He
this
dropped
year.
3 projects. 2 of them are borderline classics.
Yeah.
He dropped one of the songs of the year,
Yep.
and then on top of that, that might not even be the best song on the album, depending on who you talk to.
That's a
So
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like what Future did and was able to accomplish this year is insane. Yes, Kendrick took down the biggest rapper in the world,
Yeah.
but Kendrick doesn't get there without like that.
True.
And
That's a
the
fact.
hype behind the moment
Yeah.
was because the song was so good.
And where it was too.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And where it was and how different it was. So that just took everybody by surprise. But being able to deliver on back-to-back albums 4 weeks apart and then later in the year drop a mixtape, everything hit, everything go crazy, and then do an arena tour in the midst of all of that,
Great tour, by the way.
MVP. MVP, dog.
Shout out
Future,
Future.
Pluto was amazing.
Yeah.
And as always, Atlanta always wins.
Just a quick sidebar. Where does Future fall in Atlanta top all time now?
One.
He is 2 for me.
He's one.
I say he was one last year and he's looked at me sideways. But I think after this year, we
Yeah, I
got
definitely think he is.
We got a strong case.
Future is the best out this year.
He is.
Who would you have won?
T.I. still won for me.
I
You
love
got
that.
T.I. one?
T.I. is still one for me because T.I. doesn't get the proper recognition he deserves because he was in the midst of Wayne and Kanye.
Yeah.
Similar to how Future was in the midst of Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. So he doesn't necessarily get the recognition he deserves, but he did this year because of the moment he presented and created and curated. But I still think I still don't think Future has an album as good as T.I.'s best 2 albums. So that is the main reason, and T.I.'s a better rapper. Like there's
Of
nothing
course.
Future's
That's
gonna be able to do to be a better rapper. Does
That's
Future
fact.
make better music? We can have that argument.
Yes.
I would lean
Yeah.
I would lean towards Future.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing the sliders,
Yeah.
and that's how I kind of judge rappers. It's 2K sliders. I got about 10 I follow. T.I. is still if Future is a 97, Tip is a 97 and a half. It's not close. It's more 1A, 1B, but I still got to go T.I. right now. And for those of you watching thinking Andre, I don't separate Andre and Big Boy because Andre does not have a solo project. So Outkast is in the separate stratosphere of untouchable shit in Atlanta, kind of like how we don't mention LL Cool J when we talk top 10s because he's just in a different stratosphere of rap as one of the 4.
I definitely see that side of the argument for sure. I think peak T.I. is probably better than peak Future, but I think Future longevity
That's exactly
and
what
like
I was gonna say.
he's having multiple primes is so crazy and I think that is Future argument for damn near 20 years. Like he's been going.
Well,
like
I mean, I would say Future debuted in 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
That's 12 years from now.
yeah,
T.I. dropped his last hit About the Money 12 years into his career.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that album that he dropped that year was decent. So,
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm
good.
not going to say, I'm not just going to give Future, I will say, I will give Future the longevity argument because I think Future's albums are still upper echelon. Like Future 12 years in, maybe just dropped his best album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like
what
this,
I'm saying.
so this
I'll
is,
give it to Future. Yeah,
this
yeah,
is for
yeah.
like
Yeah, I
Future
just talked
definitely
myself
have a
up,
second prime for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where Future is at in year
Definitely
12
could.
versus where T.I. is at in year
Yeah,
12.
for sure,
It's,
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because T.I.'s dropped like 2 albums in the last few years.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've heard they're not.
I mean,
that
we're
good.
at the point we don't need no more T.I.
No, I agree. Like
Yeah.
I don't.
No,
we
we
don't
love
need it.
T.I.
We don't
Apparently,
need
he's
it.
doing his last concert ever today.
Today?
Yeah, apparently.
And
That's what I was
Jingle Ball.
told. Yeah.
It's probably, he's probably
Oh,
performing
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I will say,
Jingle
I'm
Ball was
okay
black this year.
with every artist that was that good doing this is my actual final album and not this is my last album so I can get some sales.
No,
Yeah.
for
If
sure.
T.I. wants to do 12 songs and be like, hey, y'all,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking playing. I'm going to get Wayne. I'm going to get Kanye beats. I'm going to get Pharrell
Yeah.
beats. I'm going to get a whole feature. And this is my last album. I'm okay with he does that. But if he going to drop another album featuring Thug and 21 and trying to catch one,
No.
keep that T.I. You did enough.
Didn't he drop an album called like Libra Scale?
He did, and I was hoping nobody brought it up. But that song he got with Young Thug on there is crazy, though. That song he got with Thug on
Listen,
there.
shout out T.I., man. T.I. was really important to rap music, though. Shout out to, listen, especially for my Travis Scott, man.
Yeah.
Like, listen, T.I. was surprisingly very Houston influential. But, yeah, I definitely think the Atlanta rap conversation is a little different now.
No, I'm glad we're collectively giving T.I. his flowers. I think you already mentioned the 3. I think to round out the Mount Rushmore, you end with Jeezy, and I feel like it's perfect in my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I feel like it shouldn't even really be a convo. I feel like that's the 4. And we just end it there.
Where is Young Thug in this?
Young Thug is on my Atlanta Mount Rushmore. Personally.
Yeah, over Jeezy.
It's T.I. It's T.I. Jeezy Thug for me. It's T.I. Future Thug Jeezy for me.
Oh, so you don't even have Outkast.
I told you, Outkast. I'm not putting.
I'd give it.
You wouldn't even put them at all. Like,
yeah,
no,
no.
They're Outkast.
Yeah,
They know who they are. Like I'm not ranking them with solo.
And they're not solo artists, but I think.
Yeah, I never separate them. I always say Outkast. I never say Andre.
That's what I'm saying. If we put them out there,
that's true too.
Listen, I'd put both of them up there before I have Jeezy up there. No cap.
Oh, you're crazy.
I love Outkast that
No,
much.
yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I agree with that.
Like individually, like if I really had to split, like, you had to say Andre, Big Boy, like they take up.
I get what you're saying. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not mad.
So where's Gucci Mane in all this?
I think
Under Thug.
Gucci Mane is at 5.
What?
Gucci Mane is right at 5 for me.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. He's above Thug.
Gucci Mane is right at 5 for me. Ludacris.
I also wish you would just stop dropping music.
I said, where's Ludacris?
Ludacris is 6 for me.
Yeah,
that's
Ludacris
fair.
6. And then I got the new kids rounding out 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually probably could throw Killer Mike at 10, 9 or 10.
Yeah,
because Killer Mike 20 years in just dropped a really good album. So
does Gunna have the trajectory?
I think
to make Mount Rushmore, no.
To make Mount Rushmore,
no. Not possible.
Think of the names that were just mentioned.
He would have to drop an insane album next year.
Yeah.
Like, it would have to be... Because I think A Gift and a Curse is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think Gift and Curse is one of the 10 best rap albums that's come out this decade. But...
Wow.
Yeah.
But he would have to drop a undisputed album of the year, go on a tour, and then have like 3 or 4 hits, and then follow it up the next year with 2 more summer hits, and then follow up the next year with a couple more hits.
Do we think he can do it, though?
I think he could do that, but I don't think that's enough. I think Gunna is
No, he definitely has to do like more.
Not even. I don't think it's possible. I don't like. I think Gunna's ceiling.
Because he would have to pass.
I don't think Gunna can ever pass Thug because we don't have Gunna without Thug. I don't think he can. I just don't.
But we don't have Thug without Gucci.
But it's different. Like I feel like.
Thug was more like I don't want to say more iconic, but more like innovative in shaping like.
And I also think it's very obvious Thug makes better music than Gucci. I don't know if it'll ever.
That's 1,000%. That's 1,000% fair. Yeah.
Like as much as we love Gunna and Gunna has evolved into his whole thing, when you strip everything and call it what it is, Gunna is wholeheartedly Thug's son.
Yeah,
that's you know what I'm saying? Like the other niggas get influenced. Shit, Kendrick was influenced by Lil Wayne, but he was never Lil Wayne's son. Like Gunna is Thug's son.
Exactly.
So I feel like he just literally can't pass.
That's
him.
a fact.
I don't think it's possible.
That's a great point.
That's true.
All right. Top 5 rap songs this year. When I made my list, I don't know if they did their favorites or best. It's not the songs wasn't that serious. I just like talking about the songs and why we like them.
Right.
I use impact, quality, and sales for mine. I will start from 5 and go down. At number 5. This was kind of more so of a personal favorite on Faith of a Mustard Seed, Ghetto, with Thug, and who's on the feature? I cannot remember who was on that feature.
Was it Roddy Ricch? I'm scared to say it.
Was it Roddy Ricch? It was Roddy Ricch, yes. Thug, Ghetto with Thug and Roddy Ricch is one of my favorite songs that's come out this decade. I feel that song in my soul. It is like a spiritual gospel rap song for me. I love that song. And number 4, I have Reincarnated. Reincarnated is a masterclass of rapping by Kendrick Lamar. That is a masterclass of rapping. Just outstanding. At number 3, I have Family Matters by Drake. I think that song is phenomenal. I think that's a top 10, top 15 Drake song ever. It just got stepped on. If that song breathes for 2 days, this beef is looked at totally different.
Just get that weekend.
Just get the weekend. Just get
niggas can't even go to sleep.
Yeah.
And number 2, I have the song that started it all and Ish's original top 10 diss ever.
Still
like
top
that.
10. Still
like that.
top 10.
Future
I think it's
Kendrick
top 3
Lamar.
for me.
Enough said. And number 1, Not Like Us.
Yeah. Listen, they are not playing hit 'em up at festivals.
Nah.
I'll say that about like that. But I'll do my top 5. Of course, these could all easily be Kendrick Lamar songs. It could all easily.
I tried not to do that.
Yeah, it could all easily be Future songs. It could be 5 Glorilla songs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start 5 with "Get It Sexy" by Sexy Red. Because at the beginning of summer, like.
That just missed the cut for me.
Like a week, like niggas before this giant rap movie was like, oh yeah, that might be song of the summer. Like, oh yeah, people might listen to that forever. 4, I got Luther.
Love it.
Crazy. I mean, just classic forever. 3, I'm gonna go Cinderella by Future. One of my favorite cuts from the album.
I love it.
2, Euphoria. 1, Like That. I think it was. I didn't want to put like just all 5 Beef songs, so I wanted to choose my favorite song from the Beef, and I think my favorite song from the Beef right now is still Euphoria.
Beautiful.
Me too.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's interesting you put songs like Luther in there and like what was the other one you said? Cinderella, like melodic songs. Like I was trying to keep it like very rappy.
Yeah.
Like, but we all have different perspectives
Facts.
to it, which is what makes it cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you wanted to go next, Irby.
I can go next.
You can go next.
These are in no particular order. I will say at number 5, I did put Yeah Glow.
I love it.
Oh,
I
damn.
feel like that song
I forgot.
is...
That
song is
that was
like,
my anthem this
that's
year.
a very
dog.
special song to me.
I love
That's like one of
that
my
song.
favorite songs this year. This
That
will
song is
probably
amazing.
pop up on some other lists this episode, so not too much.
Yeah.
Nissan Altima by Doechii.
I just missed my cut too.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with that song. I think the flow she was using,
Oh my god.
Insane.
Yeah.
It did
ridiculous.
insane.
And seeing her do it live at camp, that was crazy.
She's an animal.
I did put One of One on here because I just love that song.
love
forgot about that
I
too.
love it.
I listen
It's
to
a
that
great
song
list.
probably like
Yeah,
every
he is on
day.
the trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only issue, I feel like if he would have had like a couple songs like that and then been a little bit more diverse in the album, then that could have been, then maybe the conversation would be different that we just had.
Yeah.
But you made like one long TikTok song.
Yup.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then 4 and 5, I have Like That, Not Like Us, because obvious reasons.
Solid.
I'm pretty sure
So
we all have
yeah,
those.
Glow should absolutely be on my list instead
100%.
of
1000%.
Ghetto, but it's just not because.
Oh yeah, my honorable mentions is crazy. Get It Sexy.
Yeah, that shit goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of mine, like I said, I try to keep it like they were very rap heavy songs, and I also like, yeah, I tried to factor in. I kind of wish I did more deep cuts, like y'all kind of did, like to an extent, just because like I have them, but I was thinking like how big they are too, like in moments and shit. So I mean, my first one was Like That, like I said before, like I feel like the catalyst for everything. Not Like Us was 2. Thank God for Me, Schoolboy Q was number 3.
Great pick.
Just definitely one of the best. Someone who has a very deep catalog. That one of the best Schoolboy Q songs I ever heard. Like just
That shit is incredible.
top to bottom, like insane. 4, I had Denial as a River by Doechii.
Great pick.
Nice.
I feel like especially, I don't know if y'all saw her performing it live on, what was it? Was it Jimmy Kimmel? Or it was one of the radio shows?
Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Colbert, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Like she's just having a coming out party.
She
like
is. She is.
all.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her next year, man.
Yeah. It's insane.
It's gonna be special.
Yeah, so that was that one, and then last one I had was Pie with J. Cole and
Great
Daylight.
Daylight,
Great
yeah,
pick.
that's a good
Great
one.
pick.
That
Yeah. Honorable
I knew you were
mentions?
gonna have something.
do I even have to say like that?
Yeah.
Rap wise, that shit is just like.
What's your honorable mentions?
I'm gonna also do a plate of collard greens, J. Cole and Daylight, another
Solid.
rap masterclass,
I think one of my
and Brick Fees with was
solid.
yeah Freddie Gibbs.
So my
yeah.
honorable mentions, I do have one from Gibbs' album. On the Set is definitely one of my honorable mentions. Definitely Just Missed the Cut, and Radio by Vince Staples.
Great pick. A couple
Cold.
of mine. Saturday Mornings by Koday and Wayne.
That is so.
I wanted to include that because that's the big song,
I
but I like
forgot
the other
about
song
that.
with Wayne on the album more. I was literally just listening to it on
The
the
Crossroads one.
Yes,
yes.
I think that's a better song.
That song
Saturday
is
Mornings is the bigger song. It was a single, but that song, the Wayne verse, oh my
yeah,
god,
that song is crazy.
that's just nuts.
That
Another
Saturday Morning
one.
Beat is crazy.
Another one that I have. Oh, one of y'all just gave me the idea of it. To think of, just made me think of it, and it slipped my mind already. I'm so sad.
Vince Staples?
No, it wasn't Vince. It was another artist y'all named.
Schoolboy Q? Doechii?
Yes, Slide by Doechii.
Oh,
Slide
yeah.
by Doechii. Thank you.
I love that song.
Slide by Doechii. I
It's
love
crazy.
that song.
My favorite song on there is probably Catfish.
It's a great one.
They're all good.
I think
They're
Slide
all
is my
so
favorite.
good.
They're all
Like, they're
It's
all
so
so
I love
good.
that we have all different picks from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's
That's how you know
incredible.
that's a good project.
She's insane,
Yeah.
bro.
But Slide by Doechii and Saturday Mornings by Corday and Lil Wayne. And I can name 6 other Future songs and all of that. So I'm not.
At
least.
I love
Red
all
Leather
the
for
songs.
sure.
Out of my
Oh.
hands. Out of my hands. Why? How did I forget? Out of my
yeah.
hands.
Oof.
It's a good one.
7-minute drill too.
Oh, my last one, Hunting Rabbits.
Oh,
Yeah, that was on.
That's-
That was on
That's
my.
objectively my
Crazy,
favorite.
yeah.
That and Stealth one of my 2 favorite
Yeah.
songs on that project.
I think
That's
7 in the world. 7. He don't apologize for 7-minute drill. I think that. I think. I liked it when I was like. It felt like you didn't believe it, but the
That's
stuff
why I
on
can't
there.
put it there. It's a good
Yeah.
rapping song, but I know you don't mean that
like
shit.
if you listen to it in a like if I didn't know who that was, I'm
Right.
like, man, this nigga.
I know you
probably
don't
like,
mean what you're saying, bro.
I do
Yeah.
wish I do wish, and I know we're never going to get it, but I wish we would get a Kendrick and Cole sparring match because I do think that would have been very entertaining.
Listen, Black Friday.
Yeah. That's all we
I
have.
want to update one because I both think they're better rappers now.
Let me easily.
Yeah,
who you think had the better Black Friday?
Kendrick for me. I'm sorry, J. Cole for me. I'm sorry.
I was going to say Cole.
I want to say Cole.
It's the all right.
Crazy.
It's so confusing because they're on each other things, so I said it backwards. But yeah, him on the all right beat. No, he ripped that shit to
and
shreds.
that beat is dumb.
That's crazy. Of course, I'm on the other end for sure.
All right. Now this is hard. This is the top 10 songs of the year. This was including all genres. The last one was just rap. I'll start with this one. We'll go around this way. Is that clockwise? Who cares? I don't know.
It's clockwise. Yeah.
All right. At number 10, I had Like That. At number 9, I have All to Myself. At 7, I have Reincarnated. At 6, I have Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. At 5, I have Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. At 4, I have Luther by Kendrick and SZA. At 3, I have Birds of the Feather by Billie Eilish. Birds of a Feather, sorry. And at number 2, I have Bodyguard by Beyonce. And at number 1, this has been my favorite song this year, Chris Brown, Residuals.
That's
Hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
It's so real though.
Yeah, mine. So I saw. Wait, which way are we going?
You can go. Actually, go this.
Okay.
Because
so,
I realized I fucked.
So
up
mine, I joked with him earlier. It's gonna be all rap, and it's definitely gonna be all rap. So I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna go 10-1. 10. I'm gonna have Reincarnated. I think just as a rapping performance, that'll be one of the best rapping performances we're gonna hear this decade easily. Like, so 9. I have Find Your Way Home. I'll be Find Your Way Home by Tyler. Probably my favorite outro for him. I love the part about them not sending him the collection. Like, I listen. Great song.
I just use him as a caption on my IG.
Yeah,
had to.
8. I have Still Praying, the Griselda posse cut. Bring back posse cuts.
Oh yeah.
Bring back 7. Your whole label on the song.
Please.
Bring back everyone on the song together. That was 7. 6. I have On the Set for Freddie Gibbs. 5. Balloon.
Ooh.
4. Family Matters. 3. Meet the Grams. 2. Euphoria. And 1. Like That.
While they're thinking, I want to talk about a few of the songs I have on here. So, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish is one of the best pop songs we've ever heard in our life.
Ever. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know that yet, but I'm telling you what I know.
Yep.
In 5, 10, 15 years, that song will still be playing. That is one of the best pop songs that exist in this, that has ever existed. That shit is ridiculous. Bodyguard and Residuals are just feel-good songs. I listened to Bodyguard on the boat in Miami, so I have a special feeling towards those two songs because in certain environments they just hit different, and that song makes you feel in love and it makes you feel happy. And at the core of music, I think it's supposed to make you feel, and Residual makes you feel that way as well. Even if you're not heartbroken, you can listen to what Chris is saying in that song and feel like, damn, I don't even want to lose my partner and have to feel like this, of how ridiculous emotional that song is. And watching him perform that song is just a different experience because he's singing his fucking heart out. Also, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter is a motherfucking bop. That shit goes. Bop.
That's a real hit.
So the rap songs on there, y'all know what they do. Y'all know what they do. But the pop songs, I wanted to give a reason why. Grace,
Okay. Yeah, I did this last minute, so I didn't think to put them in order of
that's
how I wanted them.
No,
but okay.
So yeah.
I have Not Like Us because obvious. I also have Residuals because I think that's one of the best R&B songs that we've heard in a very long time.
I agree.
I didn't realize that was this year.
Yes, the deluxe was this year.
Damn.
Stream 1111 Deluxe, a Grammy-nominated album, by the way.
Let 'em know.
Next, I have Luther, because I think that's also one of the best songs that I've heard in a really long time. I'm sorry, I'm not sick. My throat is dry.
What's okay?
Pause. Do you want me to wait for you to come back?
No.
Oh, okay.
Breathe, darn you.
Fuck.
I think you want to get you some water.
I'm okay. Damn, I just kind of killed the vibe. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I have Espresso by Sabrina as well. The same reasons Daniel just said. I also have Birds of a Feather. That song, it just makes me feel so like, I don't know. It just reminds me of a movie. Like, it feel like I'm
a movie soundtrack.
like, you know when you look out the window as a kid and you just
like you're in your backseat
and you feel like you're in a music video or in a movie. That's how that song makes me feel. I could be having a bad day. I could be having a great day. I could just be chilling, and that's a special song. I have Saturn by SZA because I can finally stop acting like I hate that song and like I hate her because new album actually now.
No, it's not out.
It's not?
I think it's coming out in the morning.
Oh, well. Oh, thank you kindly.
Morning is crazy.
After Saturn, I have Euphoria by Kendrick just because I just think that song is very important. I have Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande because I am obsessed with that song. Her vocal layering on there is amazing.
I love that pick.
Soft by Lucky Day. I don't think there are many songs I listen to more than I listen to that one song. And then, last but not least, I have Two Hands to Heaven by Beyonce.
Great.
She just stole two. Okay.
I also want to give an honorable mention to, how did I forget the song that fast? What song did you say before, never mind. No.
Eternal Sunshine?
Yes, and that was it. Ariana Grande. Yes.
Period.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna wipe out Two Hands to Heaven because I don't want to have as many repeats, and I feel like we could just give excuses to mention more songs.
Yeah.
So.
The people need to know how good it is, though.
No, Two Hands to Heaven. Listen,
it's ridiculous.
I had somebody over the weekend while we were in Colorado try to make the argument for Kelly Rowland over Beyonce.
He
Just
will
a crazy
not
nigga. Those are niggas you don't argue with.
Bro, it would, like, hours later, Nelson would be like,
Oh, Beyonce
Kelly
song
Rowland
come
can't
on,
do
and I'd be like,
this.
is Kelly Rowland doing this?
Yeah.
And I just go back to doing
You
whatever the
can't
fuck I was
even
doing.
compare
That's oh my god. So, what was the song I was gonna replace it with? I had it on go. We'll go back to it. So, it's I gotta pull up the Ari album real quick. What the fuck is the name? Okay, perfect. All right, so it is. Thank you. So I'm gonna go. There's no order because I had to throw them together, and there's songs that we already mentioned that I would include, but I want to also talk about different shit. So, no order. I have After Hours by Kehlani.
Great pick.
Damn, that was this year?
This show is pro Kehlani for sure.
That's crazy.
The amount of times I played that song
That was this year.
It should
That
be
is
illegal.
crazy.
Now I need to pick something.
Birds of a Feather. I couldn't leave it off. It's Birds of a Feather. Like there's nothing I could say. Luther.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get it to number one, chat. Listen, we're on the way.
Listen,
we're gonna get him another one.
Survive the Christmas.
We're gonna get him another one.
Carey.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I hope you find your way home. That is probably my favorite Tyler verse he's ever done.
Yeah.
And he said
It's
the
amazing.
same thing, and I'm like, we're here. Like,
Yeah, 1000%.
that shit is ridiculous. Yeah, Glow. Once again, like just the amount of times I played it, it was just undeniable. Supernatural, Ariana Grande, Soft, Lucky Day. That's probably my favorite song this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Thought You Were the One, Tommy Richmond. If y'all haven't tapped in, that shit is serious.
I have not tapped into Tommy Richmond.
So good.
Listen, I be wanting to hate. He's one of them guys you want to hate.
Yeah.
I listened. I'm like,
It's
kind
fire.
of nice. I don't know. I'm gonna go Carnival, Kanye, Playboy Cardi.
That was on my list at first, but I had to replace it.
Wow, I
with something.
forgot that was this year. I love that song.
That's probably Cardi's best verse. Like
Cardi, listen, we joking about Cardi. Listen, Cardi be getting on there tweaking.
he gets off, bro.
Listen,
he'll
I
get
am.
off.
Did you like Whole Lotta Red?
I did not. That was so. I love his first two albums. I
Yeah.
think they're like pinnacles.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
I hated Whole Lotta Red for sure.
It's ass because it's ass.
Listen, I hated Whole Lotta Red, and then one day it just clicked.
it grew on me, but it's never gonna click. It's never gonna click. But there's songs I like more.
I'm not listening to it.
Don't.
That shit.
It's
listen,
ass.
That shit is
I'm
so
not cutting
good.
shit on, dog.
That shit is so good.
It probably
bro.
went from ass to mid.
That shit is so good.
And then I'm gonna close it. The last one, a banger that everyone knows that I think I still can't get tired of, Mr. Pot Scraper, Boss Man D-Lo.
Stop. It was on my list too, and I took it off.
Yeah, Boss Man D-Lo.
So a couple of
we
my
don't mention him enough.
a couple of my just missed and not really missed. Just I wanted to say other songs. Sticky, Wayne, Sexy, Glow, Tyler, A Hot to Go, Chapel Roan.
I like that.
Soft by Lucky Day is a crazy song.
Squabble Up.
Squabble Up.
And TV
Getting
off.
the broccoli. Getting the
TV
broccoli.
off,
Yeah,
too.
we finally got the broccoli.
Yeah.
TV off.
I would
is
have
a
added
phenomenal
TV
pick.
off, but there just wasn't enough space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so many songs that I
Yeah.
truly loved this year.
Yeah.
And I will say, Letter to My Brother on 21's album. I know 21's album came out in January, so nobody remembers, but
That was
I
one of the
love
best
that
songs.
song.
That
I
was one
love
of the
that song
better
all
ones.
year.
Jesus, that
The
was
intro
awesome,
was my
bro.
favorite song on that album.
Yeah. That was man. It's been a long year.
Long year.
That was like the first
and
rap
Bittersweet by Gunna. Bittersweet by Gunna came out this year. I love that song. All right.
I played that a lot too.
All right, and that brings us to the rap song of the year.
And I think for this one, I think we should only choose one. I feel like you should choose one and defend one.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. So I had two written down. I'm going to say the song of the year has to be Not Like Us. Okay. But I'm going to let someone else say that, and I will argue that the song of the year is Get It Sexy.
I like that.
I'm dead.
I like that. Man, what a great song. God, listen, I love Getting Sexy.
It's a crazy
great
song.
track.
Crazy
yeah.
song.
I'm going to, man.
I didn't even pick one for this.
It was,
I
listen,
had like 3.
I understand.
I didn't know I was going to have us pick one until literally just now. Like, it just came to me. Because it's been so many great songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Euphoria.
I like that pick.
I'm going to say Euphoria for the context of it because pre-Euphoria, and we talked about it on here, Kendrick had no beef experience. We didn't know how he would react. We didn't know how it would sound. Mm-hmm. Especially coming off of watching J. Cole become a different person. I think it was a lot of, like, I'm sure you've seen the video, the pre-Euphoria talk, post, just the entire vibe changed. Yeah. And I think it was kind of a reset for Kendrick just because he was on that big stage. Like, people who you wouldn't expect to listen were listening like, oh, shit, this nigga's funny. Like, like there were so many quotables. I think that is the best song from the Beef. I think it's the biggest thing that happened this year, and I think that's the best song.
So I echo all of those things.
Yeah.
Literally, it's my favorite song from the Beef. I think it's the best song from the Beef. But when I think song of the year, like, Not Like Us encapsulated the year. Facts. Not Like Us was the biggest moment. Like, us as rap fans, like, as rap nerds, like, I feel like if you really, like, I don't know, not even to be, like, elitist or whatever, but I just feel like niggas know Euphoria is that. Yeah. Like.
And Euphoria kind of got stepped on, like, because it was only out, like, a week and a half almost, like, before everything jumped off.
Shit went to maximum.
Yeah, Not Like Us was out, like, less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, like, Not Like Us, I just feel like it transcended the Beef, like, your average 60-year-old librarian has heard Not Like Us. Yeah, like
my mom knows Not Like Us. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like everything about it. Like it just transcended the Beef and the artists themselves, and it was just that song. The memes you couldn't go on anything on social media.
The Dodgers won the World Series, but then that's their song. Like it was all a crazy year.
It was undeniable. So I'll be the one to defend Not Like Us. I feel like it has to be it.
I also would say Not Like Us. Just like you guys said it already.
Yeah.
That just was like impact wise. But I do feel like
how many weeks was that number one too? The sales.
If Not Like Us didn't come out, I definitely feel like Get It Sexy still would have been the song of the summer though. Because I remember when it came out in March, everybody was like, "Oh my god, we got the song of the summer already."
Yeah, everybody was doing the
and then just a lot just started happening between March and June. May.
I am going to say Get It Sexy is a song of the summer because I didn't have to talk about another nigga to get it. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Is
that's
that like this whole song is dedicated to a person. Yeah. So that is why it is because this song took down the guy we've been waiting to take down. Get It Sexy just played all throughout the year after Not Like Us, at every cookout, got played just as much, would have been just as big if it didn't come right around the Beef and all of the games the label had been playing. So, and I will say Drake is attached to Gamma, Sexy attached to Gamma, who's attached to Drake, who's attached to Larry, who has beef with Lucian. So it's a lot of factors going on about why Sexy may not have been getting the proper push for that song. But that song, if you've been outside, if you were outside this summer, you heard it everywhere. Yeah. And
it goes.
I think that's the beat of the year. That beat is stupid. That beat is dumb as hell.
I don't know.
So Taste Keef, in my opinion, got the beat of the year. And he does it because the beat of the year is better. It's not better than Like That. But I'm going to argue this point right now, and I'll tell y'all after the show what I really think.
Like That is one of the filthiest beats I ever heard in my life.
Best beat, not other than Like That, best beat this year.
Okay. Damn.
Just one?
Just whatever comes to mind.
My answer would absolutely be Get It Sexy, though. If we're taking out Like That, it would definitely be Get It Sexy. That beat is dumb. I would also
it would be something from Tyler's album.
I'm gonna say
That's a great pick.
I'm gonna say "Seen It All."
Oh my God, I love that sample.
I'm gonna say the Mobb Deep. Like I love that beat. That beat is and especially just to talk about it more. I hate when they'll chop a sample or they'll sample it and it just be the song. Like they're just doing the song. Not to shade Grace Mans, but like that Jack Harlow shit, where it be like the whole song.
Damn, I lost the song just like you made me
like,
like
when you chop it and it's like you just let it breathe for real. Like you just let it. I love that.
If I'm not saying like that, I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say "Out of My Hands," Future. That shit literally like takes me to the upper room, and the other one's gonna be "Hey Now." Hey Now, I literally make the stinkest face, and I can't let it go. Like I just all the West.
Let it go.
Wait,
You got
sorry.
it before
Glock by Don Tolliver is
which one?
Yeah,
Glock.
Oh, Glock.
Yeah.
Glock by Don
Great
Tolliver.
Yeah.
When it
Great
went away,
pick.
I was like, wait, no.
Yes,
Yes.
great
Yes.
pick. Great
That
pick.
shit
Okay,
goes,
keep
yeah.
going.
with the sample. Yeah, no, that was it.
And
I think
Sticky
those
by
are just-
Tyler, I think.
Yeah, Sticky by Tyler is dumb as hell.
Hey, this is gonna be.
Yeah.
It's a little cheating. The last beat on Family Matters.
Great
Oh, that's
pick.
I love
Great
That
pick.
last
It's over
beat.
its
I also want to talk about this isn't a beat more than it's a bridge, but the bridge on Judge Judy, the middle bridge on
with
Judge
Childish
Judy.
Gambino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
That
fine.
shit
Yeah.
is Tyler's the
Yeah.
creator.
It's
Oh
some
my
great
God.
production
Oh
on
my
that
God,
album.
Tyler, you're amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned Tyler enough in all he's done is because when you drop an album like that, I just loop it all in together. So obviously in a few minutes we'll get to Tyler and how I really feel about his album.
man.
Yeah.
So I'll go into more in the few
That's a fact.
Man.
Are we done with songs of the year? Y'all done any more songs we want to mention while we're here? I have. If I had to pick a song of the year, including all genre, I will honestly say it would be "Birds of a Feather."
I was literally
That's
just
how
about
good-
to say
That's how good of a
It's,
song. I
it's
think
written in
That's
here.
fair.
Yeah, it's
Like that song.
Yeah.
That
It's,
song.
it's
is ridiculous.
undeniable.
She
It
had
is
two of my
ridiculous.
favorite songs this year. That and Chihiro. I don't know how to say it.
I know which one.
Chihiro.
Churro. Oh yeah.
Churro.
Okay. I just say churro.
I didn't know
fuck
how to
y'all.
say it.
Fuck
Did we
either.
do verse of the year? Was that on the list?
No, but we can.
What verse?
Yeah. Do y'all have a verse of the year?
If I had to do a verse of the year,
Like
it
just
would-
your favorite verse.
If I had to
you
do
don't have to do a
verse,
top verse.
if I had to do a verse of the year, my favorite verse of the year is Ross on Everyday Hustle. That's my favorite feature of the year. That's what I'll say more so. Favorite feature of the year, Ross on Everyday Hustle. His voice mixed with that beat, mixed with just.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
have to look
God.
at the playlist. My
Black
brain-
J, I just flew to Texas.
Yeah.
That
but
was nice.
Yeah.
another verse I would say is this third verse on Reincarnated. That third verse on Reincarnated
Yeah,
where
we
he's talking to
God.
God.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, Kendrick Lamar. Lord
I
have
don't
mercy.
even know.
I really like that. If I had to,
And the fourth verse on Meet the Gram is one of the best rap diss verses we've ever heard in our life.
I think that's actually going to be my verse of the year. I think that was like, no. I think no, that's not the best verse.
I'm not even
I
gonna
think
strain my brain.
That first verse on Not Like Us.
Yeah.
That first verse on Not Like Us, like we're gonna talk about best first listens. Like that was one we planned out, but
That was actually next. Yep.
like Not Like Us was one of my favorite first listens just to transition over, because I was like, all right, like you just dropped, just these dark guys, like people do not want to listen, like people are scared of that song, people do not like that song,
People are terrified.
like, all right, what's gonna be next? And I hear the beat, I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be crazy, and the whole first verse he's getting off, like he didn't, like he all gas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the scope. Walk him down whole time.
I know he got some
I
hoe in him.
know he got some hoe in him. Like,
Yeah.
definitely my favorite verse this year.
That's
Yeah.
Grace.
Oh, I was thinking I did come up with some. I like Tyler's last verse on "Thought I Was Dead."
Oh,
I thought that was so good. That one and
Nasty.
Ratata. Those he had
Yeah.
two of my
Yeah.
favorite rap
That's
a
a
great
fact.
verses this year. I love him.
biggest out the city after
All right,
Kenny. That's
best
a fact.
as we get into the albums and wrap up. What's y'all's best first listen from this year?
Yeah.
It's got to be like that. It's got to be like
I
that.
put Cowboy Carter.
So my two were Cowboy Carter and Chromacopia. I took the best first listen.
Oh,
as
I meant
an
songs.
album. If you meant as a song,
Oh yeah, I meant songs.
if you meant as a song,
Yeah.
then it would be like that. It
Yeah.
would be like that or Bodyguard.
Okay.
Those two songs hit me the second I heard them.
Mhm.
But if I was, my albums were Chromacopia and Cowboy Carter. Were the
Okay.
best first listens.
Oh yeah, mine were that and Eternal Sunshine.
Great pick.
If I do song, I'm doing Like That and Darling Guy.
Ooh.
Great pick.
Yeah, those ones was definitely different. If I'm doing albums,
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably Chromacopia and GNX. They'll first listen to GNX because niggas just really have to like paint the picture. Like this shit dropped at like 11 a.m.
In the
like
middle of the morning,
I'm at work. Like there's no inkling in the universe. First I see that the trailer came out, a 1 minute trailer, which I listen to that song, that trailer like every day. I'm waiting for it to drop patiently. But so I'm literally at work with my AirPods in, like trying not to like spaz out. Like everyone else is like just doing shit. And I'm like, bro, I look fucking insane right now. So that first listen experience and Chromacopia. I mean, those are two of my favorite rappers in my top 3. So
so I'll do my first listen to albums. I think Future, We Don't Trust You. Like just even aside from the like that, like We Don't Trust You. Instantly, I was like, oh, this is one of Future's best albums, easily. One of Metro's best albums, easily. And I think it was between GNX and Chromacopia, and I'm gonna go GNX. Somewhat for the reasons that some reasons you said, like just the environment of the first listen was like, because of course we were waiting, niggas didn't know, niggas, oh yeah, it's been weird, he been doing this, like nobody really knows. And then like random middle of the morning, I'm looking at my phone and it's like, oh, there's songs. I'm like, oh shit, like these are new songs, put it all together.
Niggas thought it was fake at first.
Yeah, and that first listen, it was like, when he said the Lil Wayne shit, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
if we're doing songs, Whacked Out Morals was actually,
Whacked Out Morals and Meet the Grams were my favorite first listens for
my phone
song-wise.
was broken during that time.
No.
That was crazy,
she didn't hear the album for like almost a week, right?
Like, that shit is crazy.
Oh my God.
Like the first listen to Whacked Out Morals, because I was like, man, especially kindergartners, you don't know what you're gonna get. Like I heard the mariachi shit, and I was like, all right. Like, is he gonna start praying? Like, he gonna say a poem? And he started rapping. I was like, oh, we finna get a rap album? Yeah. And then he started rapping. I was like, okay, we're finna get one.
When you hear the broccoli sample, I'm like, we're getting broccoli.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with top 10 albums this year. All genres.
Ready to cook.
Yes.
All right.
Now we're ready to
Nelson,
cook.
you start. You ready?
Ready to cook, man. So these ones was where I really put the time, and I got them in order and everything. Solid. So I'm gonna start with best. Like Daniel said earlier, like I'm talking about how big they are across all demographics, along with the quality, along with what it sold, along with the impact, like how the culture received it, like all of that put together. So I guess I should start from the bottom. I'm gonna start with this. So at the bottom, I'm gonna go Algorithm, Lucky Day. At 10. Like you're gonna hear about it again, but you feel me? But I gotta go on the general scope. But just creatively, musically, sonically, I don't think anyone expected to get this from Lucky Day. I think he's already been established as one of the best R&B artists out of this current generation. But this one was completely different. All right, so Algorithm at 10. 9, I have We Still Don't Trust You. I think it's gonna make sense in the scope when I say all of them, so I'm gonna go through all of them. So, 9, I have We Still Don't Trust You. 8, I have Eternal Sunshine, Ariana Grande. 7, I have Alligator Bites, Never Heal, Doechii. Am I saying these right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm sorry, that was so slow of me. All right, so 6, I have GNX, Kendrick Lamar. 5.
Wow.
This is the general scope. It's the general scope, and I'm gonna get into it. 5, I have Cowboy Carter, Beyonce. 4, I have. Dang, it's gonna come off a little coonish. 4, I have Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter.
No, you did not.
That's
disgusting.
Listen, I have to get into it.
Have you seen the tour?
It's gonna be a point. 3, I have Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator. 2, I have Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. And 1, I have We Don't Trust You.
Nice.
Okay.
I think. Oh, you were gonna?
No, but we'll talk after.
Okay.
Grace.
Well, I did not put mine in order. Still, sorry. I did this when I got here.
Okay.
So I have Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. I do have Short and Sweet on here by Sabrina. I have We Still Don't Trust You. Honorable mention. We'll get there in a minute. I have Algorithm by Lucky Day, Eternal Sunshine by Ari, Chromacopia by Tyler, GNX by Kendrick, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce, Doechii's album, Leon Thomas's album. Honorable mentions because I just couldn't not give them any credit because I think these albums were amazing. We Don't Trust You, Crash, Might Delete Later, Lotto's album, and Schoolboy Q.
Nice. Lotto's album is crazy. I just listened to it the other day. That's just
amazing.
Ish.
So we had the same list, but you left off Beyonce.
I said Beyonce.
You did?
I did.
Yes,
Cowboy.
Oh, damn.
Cowboy Carter.
Okay, so
So what was it?
so 10, I do have Cowboy Carter. It was probably one. It's probably the only album I listened to that probably wasn't rap. It was a very rap heavy year, surprisingly for me. But 9, I'm gonna throw a list. So my list. So yours was everything. Mine was like just what I think were my best albums I listened to. Like, so 9, I gotta cross
So
the
that's
tracks.
favorites.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, yeah, favorites basically. So 9, I gotta cross the tracks. Alchemist, Boldy James, one of my favorite albums. I've listened since it came out, through the beef, through everything. Still listen to that album. 8, I have Dark Times with Vince Staples. Love that album. Next, I have Still Praying with Conway, Griselda, all them.
Side, yep.
5, Short and Sweet. 4, Chromacopia. 3, We Still Don't Trust You. Oh no, hold on. That's 4. I'm sorry, I skipped one. So 4 should still be We Still Don't Trust You. 3, Alligator Bites Never Heal. 2, We Don't Trust You, and I have GNX 1.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And number 10, I have Wylord. I don't know if y'all heard the Anderson .Paak album. That shit is insane.
Yeah.
That shit is insane.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yep.
It's crazy. Anderson .Paak makes great music.
Yep. That
Like,
Anderson .Paak
yeah.
album is crazy.
I
Yeah.
hate
That is
myself.
number 10 for
Yeah.
me.
I hate myself for not including
And
that.
number 9, I have Algorithm by Lucky Day. And number 8, I have Alligator Bites Never Heal. And
Yeah.
number 7, I have Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. And number 6, I have GNX by Kendrick Lamar. And number 5, I have We Still Don't Trust You and We Don't Trust You Together. They're one album. I'm not separating them because I'm not taking. I wanted to leave space to talk about other albums, so I just put them together.
I wish I did that.
And number 4, I have Mutt by Leon Thomas. I think this is the most underrated album that come out this year.
Yeah.
I know Lucky Day dropped a great album, but I still think this is the best R&B album that came out this year.
Yeah.
This album is absolutely phenomenal. He deserves mention in the Song of the Year category and my favorite songs of the year. If I would have did favorite songs of the year, Mutt would have been on there, Farfetch would have been on there, Answer Your Phone would have been on there. Absolutely phenomenal project, and I mean that. Leon Thomas dropped a borderline cult classic. I'm excited to see the growth of his career as male R&B gets back to more of this traditional sound because people are tired of the fake R&B artists like Brent Faiyaz.
Crazy
I've been
Brent
hating
Faiyaz.
Brent Faiyaz
Crazy
for
Brent.
6 years, and I will
Crazy
continue.
Brent.
Brent Faiyaz. Listen, I gotta listen. It's some Brent Faiyaz songs that go.
And
I
number
love Brent.
2,
Yeah.
I have Chromacopia. And at number 1, but my mama will kill me if I ain't put Beyonce number 1. Who the fuck
Yeah.
y'all playing with?
Yeah.
Who the fuck y'all
Cowboy-
playing with?
Cowboy
Cowboy
Carter.
Carter. Miss
Yeah.
ma'am. Miss ma'am. And we will see it performed live this Wednesday on Christmas in Houston, Texas.
Crazy Christmas is Wednesday.
Man.
Jesus.
Bow down, bitches. Yeah, man.
And Mariah Carey's gonna be there. It's hilarious.
Now-
Yeah, that was interesting.
I thought that was super funny.
Shout out to Mariah.
It's like you can't do no Christmas shit without Mariah Carey. Like she the OG. Like you gotta get it cleared with her.
You
type
feel
shit.
me?
Like-
You feel me? All right, so let's discuss. Actually, let's do our top 5 rap albums and then get back to discussing before we get out of here.
Top 5 white.
Rap.
Oh.
I thought you said white, too.
I thought he said white too.
1000%
I was
thought you said
like,
white, yeah.
All right. Top 5 rap albums. This one out. Yeah. All right. At number 6, I have Might Delete Later. At number 5, I have Alligator Bites Never Heal.
Yeah.
At number 4, I have Faith of a Mustard Seed by DJ Mustard. At number 3, I have GNX. 4 are We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You Together. 2. And then at number 1, Chromacopia. Tyler the Creator. What a year. What a project. We'll get into it more in a second. Ish.
Yes. 5, I'm gonna have Alligator Bites Never Heal. 4, well, actually, yeah. So I'm gonna combine. We Don't Trust You. And the other ones, I'm gonna have. Fuck, I really just said Across the Tracks. Boldy James, the album I mentioned earlier. Alchemist, go get that. I got that at 4. 3, the We Don't Trust You series. Did not trust in nobody's. I'm gonna have them together at 3. 2, I'm gonna go Chromacopia. 1, I'm gonna go GNX. Yeah.
okay, well then let me see if I can put mine in order this time because it's only 5. Okay, maybe hot take, but at 5 I put Don Toliver's album.
I
Love that album.
Charlie had that on hers.
Yeah.
4 I would put Alligator Bites Never Heal. 3 the We Don't Trust You duo.
Yeah.
2 Tyler. 1 Kendrick.
Yeah.
Nice.
For
We
me,
Don't Trust You series.
yeah, I like that. I like that.
We
So I'm gonna go
DTY.
5. I'm gonna go Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q.
Nice.
Number 4, I'm gonna go. And once again, I rank these since this is a rap category, I went very heavy with how much good rap there is. Like very heavy with the rap. So 5, I have Boo Lip, Schoolboy Q. 4, I have Chromacopia, Tyler. 3, I have GNX, Kendrick. 2, I have Might Delete Later, J. Cole. And 1, I have You Only Live Once, Freddie Gibbs.
That's solid. I love it. Listen, I love You Only Live
Once.
All
right. So let's discuss top 10s real quick. Why is Cowboy Carter so low for you?
So, and it's not low. It's top 5. It's at 5.
That's low.
So,
real.
I think that just with the other albums that went above it, once again, I'm combining the quality of it. I also think, and I love Cowboy Carter. I love every album that I mentioned, so I have to preface this with how much love I have for Cowboy Carter. Yeah. But if I'm comparing them all against, like, basically classics or cult classics or whatever. Yeah. So, I think the albums I put above it either had bigger moments. They're also, Cowboy Carter is pretty long, I think, and that's not, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I just think there's more concise ideas. Like, there's also covers she has on there of other people's songs, which, once again, is great. It's a country album. She's doing country. She's paying homage to country classics, Dolly Parton, so on and so forth. But, like, these other albums are a concise idea or telling a story.
What
or
for albums?
And no, he's going to get on the Sabrina Carpenter thing. But the Sabrina
Carpenter said telling a story and then name Sabrina Carpenter.
Listen.
I'm
naming different factors for all the albums.
There are stories told on that album.
No, there are. Yes, there are. And it's multiple factors.
Listen,
I'm talking about
Juno is a story.
The story thing isn't heavy for Sabrina, but with her, the way Sabrina blew up, she had 2 of the biggest songs all year, objectively, big moments. The tour, I picked her up from the tour and dropped her off. I saw how many girls was outside.
That tour is crazy.
It is serious.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think a Beyonce tour would look like?
Well, she didn't go on tour.
So we're counting tours in the making of the album. Okay.
No, just everything.
Everything.
So the album has to do with the tour has to do with the album.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like
how big it is.
Yes, no. Listen, this is my counterpoint. It's kind of like how Renaissance, the tour, is a part of the album.
It's the
experience.
You factor in the rollout, you factor in the tour, you factor in the merch.
Renaissance was an experience. Short and Sweet was an experience, like all together. Renaissance don't sound the same.
It definitely was like, even as someone that went to the concert, like it had like a concept, a theme, all the different set changes and the stage designs. It was like people don't put that much effort into their tour.
You're denying that you factor.
I am saying that you don't factor in a tour when you're talking about.
And that album just like got nominated for how many Grammys?
Yeah.
So did Cowboy Carter, but she got nominated for like 8 Grammys.
If we're talking strictly about the song,
Beyonce was the most nominated Grammy artist.
If we're talking strictly about the songs and the music quality, I can have that argument where I'm like, we don't factor the other things, but we're talking about albums of the year. An album of the year factors in moments and culture and impact. People who went to that
tour, it was received.
That's part of the impact. Yeah. All of that together is how it hit the streets.
Listen, as a Sabrina Carpenter fan, every single night of the tour, like people are like, it was a running thing on Twitter, like what she was wearing at this specific part of the tour. Like,
I don't think we can point to a Sabrina Carpenter tour as a reason for why that was better than Cowboy Carter, because if Beyonce would have went on tour, then we wouldn't be talking about her Sabrina.
But like we can't compare her hypothetical tour to a tour that
my thing is don't compare a tour and be like, this is the reason the album was better because of its impact, when we know who Beyonce is and we know the impact she had, because Beyonce switched genres, made a completely different themed album from anything she's ever done, mastered it, did a cover of one of the best country songs ever in Jolene, mastered that. She checked every box of the album. I completely disagree. There is absolutely a story of the black music and how we own country music and how it starts from up. That story is told throughout the album, and the story of Beyonce and how she became into country music and her growth into it and how it developed her and shaped her in her younger years. That is absolutely within this album. And the hits on Sabrina's album are commercial hits. Yes, for sure. But I will say Sabrina Carpenter has a label backing her because she is the next big pop star. So she's getting pushed in the way Beyonce isn't getting pushed because she's independent. So Beyonce's numbers, first off, her fan base, a lot of her fan base actually goes and buys her music off her websites or orders it off her phone or just finds it where they can because they're older. So her sales aren't going to, and she did go number 1, did all the other shit, but her sales aren't going to, her Billboard numbers aren't going to be what they were, even though Texas Hold'em was number 1 for 3 or 4 weeks. So everything everything you're talking about, Beyonce did, and the music is better. And in my opinion, I think Sabrina Carpenter, when they did the Variety, are one of the big music outlets, like the white people music outlets, did their top Grammy-nominated albums that they think will be Grammy-nominated. And Short and Sweet was on there before the album even came out. The album hadn't come out for 3 months. All that was out was Express or Please, 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 whatever one came out first. And it was already on the list. So that tells you the label and the money that she has behind her. So I think that plays into the part of her impact. So I'm asking, is the impact generated, or is that a actual impact like we know Beyonce's impact is? And is the music on the album actually better? And I don't think
my counter. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. If Renaissance had come out this time and it wasn't Cowboy Carter, I think we would definitely be having a different conversation.
Agreed.
Because like,
agreed.
not even just like, obviously Cowboy Carter is amazing. It's a great album, but Renaissance is like such a big moment before we even got the tour. Like, there's no visuals for that album, and it was like
Renaissance was a big moment because we hadn't heard from Beyonce since.
Yeah, no, but it was also.
I mean, also, and she was trying a different genre that like she had never heard of.
If she flipped Cowboy Carter and Renaissance, the impact, the moment, everything is exact same.
No,
I know, but Renaissance was a bigger moment than Cowboy Carter.
You think Cowboy Carter's better than Renaissance?
Yes, absolutely.
Hell no,
absolutely.
no, not
I 1,000%.
Renaissance literally retired the color silver. By the way,
listen,
it was silver was gone.
I think history's gonna look at Renaissance like.
But
like
I'm saying, but if Cowboy Carter goes first, then Plaid would have been retired. Yeah. Like, that's my thing. Is that Beyonce?
I don't think it's the
Beyonce
same.
is Beyonce, and y'all are conflating the fact that we just got a Beyonce drop. So we had heard her, we had heard her sound. We had 16 songs, and then she dropped another long album. So you're misconstruing with. Oh, Renaissance was just this big moment. Beyonce is the moment. The music is going to follow no matter what.
Yes, but like, do you not understand what we're
Cowboy Carter first and did a country themed tour and had everybody in the cowboy boots and then did a Cowboy Carter movie, everything would have went exactly how Renaissance is because it's Beyonce.
I disagree. I think Renaissance would still be bigger.
No, but this is the counterpoint. She didn't do that.
I'm not arguing.
No, I'm saying like Sabrina, like on the point of like Sabrina's tour and how much of a moment through these rap beefs, her song still being number one and all that is like.
But they weren't.
But eventually she came back to being number one, like it dethroned him. But she still did it. Like, I don't know if it was organically generated, but like we did with Drake, the numbers are the numbers. Like, whether it's generated or not, like, this was one of the biggest moments of the year across all pop.
It's also been brewing for a long time for her, because once the nonsense outro started going viral on the internet, people have started listening to her more, and which generated more people to be like, oh, where's the album? And then even before she dropped Espresso, she was on tour with Taylor Swift. So, like,
I also just don't think what this boils down to. We can debate the impact all we want to, but what this boils down to is I just don't think the music on there is better. And
that's fair.
That's fine.
That's
fine. I agree with you.
I agree with you too.
Cowboy Carter more than it. Yeah. I'm talking about just from an objective landscape.
Yeah.
Then you should have led with that.
That's what he said.
He did say that.
I said there's a best list. And a favorite.
Me when I lie.
Trust me, I'm not I don't even. Sabrina's not even in my top 10 favorites. Okay. I think watching objectively.
This show is for sure.
The landscape of that, what that album did. I heard Espresso and Please, Please, Please everywhere. I didn't hear Texas Hold'em anywhere except for my friends because we all fuck with Beyonce because she's fucking great.
Fair.
Yeah. Like that's just the difference.
Yeah.
All right. One question I have for y'all is why GNX over Chromacopia?
I think that's the best rap album this year. I know you might delete later over it. Nelson just. But you
for
did,
the rap album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You prefaced it with it just being a rap album.
Yes.
But I think just as a body of work, I think we have a little bit of whiplash of this year of like, we haven't realized how solid this was just because of everything that's been leading up to it.
Yeah.
Like, those first 3 songs might be the best 3-song run on any Kendrick album. Like, those first 3 songs.
Absolutely not.
I can't agree.
Absolutely not.
Good Kid, Mad City.
It's
the first
separate 3-song runs on Good Kid, Mad City.
The first.
In any order, and you can do from the last to the first.
Is
to the second
there a
song?
Kendrick R&B song better than Luther?
No.
That I'll give you.
But that might be the first Kendrick R&B song.
That's
and
not.
I think Loyalty is better
That's
than Luther.
not the first.
Loyalty is better than you.
Loyalty is better.
Luther is the best Kendrick.
Luther is the best melodic Kendrick.
So let me defend it because I did just throw it. I told you I was gonna have a hot take for this.
Yeah.
But I think Luther is the best Kendrick Lamar R&B song we've gotten.
Yeah.
I think Whacked Out Murals is one of his best intros, and I think Squabble Up is going to be one of his best hits.
Nah, I can't say that. I love Squabble Up.
Listen, Squabble Up is up there too.
I have like 3 hits on Good Kid, Mad City that are bigger than Squabble Up.
But like, that's the thing. Like, it came out like a month ago.
Yeah.
No, but like it came out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Right now, we don't know how
he's
big
gonna step on his own release.
I was about to
too.
say, one, he's about to step on his own release, and 2, Squabble Up is the almost hit. It's the lunch of his album, because Lunch was the first hit, and then it was like Birds Come. It's gonna be Squabble Up, and then Luther is gonna be the real hit. So no, I don't even think it's gonna be the best hit from this album. But
Squabble Up went one on
it did.
But Lunch went one, and then Birds of a Feather took off and did what it did. Yeah. So I think Chromacopia is better because I think just musically, it has everything you want from the album. If we want to talk about just rap and the rapping, yeah, sure, Kendrick rap better. But one, I think it's a skip in GNX on GNX.
That's fair.
There's no skips on Tyler's album. Tyler's album is more cohesive. Tyler's album tells a real story about his life and all the things he went through. Tyler's album has the better features. Tyler's album has the better beats, in my opinion. Tyler's album is produced better. Everything about Tyler's album just screams album of the year. Kendrick's album was an excellent moment. It's one of the top 5 albums that's come out this year, but it's a fun album. It's not even like an album that's supposed to be an album of the year.
Yeah. I don't think the gap is far.
I don't
think the gap is far.
I agree with you, by the way. I had it ranked higher.
One of the things I strongly disagree with, and I think I'm more so with Grace, like, I think maybe the Tyler is going to sound weird. I think Tyler's album is arranged better. I don't think there are better. I think the best beats from GNX would be the best beats on Tyler's album too.
Absolutely.
I cannot say that.
What?
Well, what?
No.
Okay, what beats are we talking? Like, that reincarnated sample, the Luther sample, like
Tyler is like this generation's like Pharrell and Kanye.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's arranged.
I can't even
better.
say beats because he doesn't have like beats. He has arrangements.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's arranged. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. As a like, if I'm sitting down listening to a start to finish, like you said, like a storyteller album, or like this Chromacopia was.
There's like 6
that is a different listen than to listening GNX, where every song is trying to be a banger song, and a lot of them, like a lot of my favorite Kendrick beats, are on GNX.
And I love West Coast rap when executed right.
Like those, TV Off is a crazy.
TV Off is one of my favorite songs from this year. Oh my god.
Sure. But I agree, but I still think.
The Hard Part 6 sample?
I think the music is better on Tyler's album. That's the word I think we're looking for. Is that the music itself sounds
it's sonically better.
I think Tyler album is a better music album.
It's easier to digest, I think, because of how it's arranged.
Yeah, I think Kendrick album is a better rap album. I think Tyler's album is a better, all that's not rap. And that's the beauty of Tyler Creator. Was not, he don't have to only make rap, but I think this Kendrick album was a rap album, start to finish. There's songs on Chromacopia that's not rapping.
And the only thing that sucks about this convo, it doesn't really suck, but like the thing is, what hurts Kendrick's albums to me in this part is this is like Tyler's most honest album. Like he's talking like directly to the soul from experiences to like painting pictures, all of that throughout the whole album. And the only thing that's holding Kendrick back is like he's done that his whole career. So this was the one time that he stepped out and did something completely different, which is why I love GNX in its own right. So
that's another reason I love GNX, because like it was that meet people in the middle kind of like how Damn was, where like Damn was like official. I'm a label nigga release. I'm gonna have the pre-dates. We gonna have the bundles. This was like, all right, y'all are tired of, like, I'll meet y'all niggas in the middle. We will do this regular rap West Coast hype shit, but I'm also gonna have the Heart Part 6 on there. I'm also gonna have Reincarnated on there. Whacked Out Mirrors, like songs that other niggas can't make.
He mixed it up. Yeah, like it was a good mix.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of my.
Tyler had no mix. Every single song was like, I'm right here.
I'm right here with it.
Take your mask off, shit like that, bro.
And I absolutely do think that Tyler's album is still a better rap album. I disagree with that point. I think Kendrick's album is just more traditional rap music, so we're more comfortable saying that it's a better rap album. But I actually think Tyler arguably rapped better on. I would say Tyler rapped more consistently on his project than Kendrick did. Kendrick's higher of his raps in Reincarnated is in the Hard Part 6 is a higher high than Tyler touched on his album. But as far as consistently, I think Tyler may have even rapped more consistently. Every verse on Tyler's album is dumb. Tyler has arguably 4 of Tyler's best 7 or 8 verses are on this album. Like, he is rapping his ass off on this album. And then, like I said, it's a cohesive, it's a story, it's everything you want in an album. It's a better album.
No, listen, I could not disagree more with the rapper. I think this is why. I think Kendrick, like you said, his reincarnated, like, of course, would be the peak, and there's things in the middle, and there's the bottom. Let's say GNX, like that's the skip. I think Kendrick's like his what we would call a regular Kendrick performance would be peak for a lot of other rappers. It doesn't sound the same because a lot of those verses on GNX, like just rapping wise, are some of the best rap verses of the year, but they're all on one album. Like I feel like 5, 6, 70 songs could exist by themselves, not on an album. Just rapping wise, there's so many amazing performances. I could not disagree more. And I think, and the reason I feel that more than ever, and you mentioned Reincarnated, Kendrick, I firmly believe this. After this album, Kendrick Lamar does not have a rap here. There is not like people comparing to who rap better. Right now, niggas rapping, there is not a rap here for Kendrick Lamar. There's not a.
J. Cole is.
J. Cole could never make Reincarnated. You could put J. Cole in a studio.
Reincarnated is like actually J. Cole's.
I was about to say
that's right up his alley.
What?
That is actually exactly.
When? Okay, give me an example. What bag is that? What song is like that?
Literally, even like I don't know if you heard the deluxe, but like literally, Forest Hills Drive that he just dropped. He's literally rapping from different people's perspectives. Like he's done.
No. Listen. Like Dame shoot from 30. I'm sure J. Cole can rap from other perspectives. That he just cannot do. That concept of song, J. Cole could not do. Yeah, you could lock J. Cole in a studio for a year. He would not come out with that type of song.
I completely
and listen, J. Cole.
I can't agree with that either.
Completely disagree.
Listen, J. Cole is an amazing rapper.
Like that,
you just hate him.
I don't. No, I don't hate Cole. I just think it's a difference. Listen, that Chrysler and that Phantom look very similar.
That don't work with J. Cole.
It does. After this year, for sure it does.
It absolutely.
He had a chance to be the Phantom. He's the Chrysler.
Because J. Cole rapped better on Might Delete Later than Kendrick did on GNX.
Did not.
Absolutely. No.
I put it over for that reason.
I don't think so.
Rapped better.
I don't think so. Listen.
I don't think GNX more. I like GNX more.
I don't think so. It wasn't received better. It didn't do better. It's not as many hits on there. The highs on
that's the album of the year argument. We're talking about
okay. Look. If you took the 5 best songs from each album, put them together, 4 of them 5 best songs are Kendrick songs.
We're not even talking about best. We're talking
about rapping ability.
So we're talking about how good the 5 best verses.
No, but that's the difference.
From the 5 best verses.
No, but that's the difference. That's the difference with Kendrick. The rapping is built in. He like if we were say he had one miss on the album, it was GNX. All those other verses are crazy. They are not miss verses in the album.
The verses on Luther aren't crazy.
You're crazy. It's
just the vibe.
No, it's not. No, I'm saying it's not rapping, but those are really good performances.
Yes, good. We're talking about rapping though. That's the only thing we're talking about.
But why would you compare Luther to the rap records?
Because you said every other song but GNX. I had to.
Yeah, no, that's a great performance. Like
it is a great performance, but we're not talking.
But he wasn't rapping.
Exactly,
like rapping.
So we're talking about that's a song you can't count either in the rap.
Oh no, you can literally take that. That's
so we're taking that out.
Just the bars.
Just the bars.
Yes. Might delete later. He's rapping more impressively, and I don't think he's a better rapper than because I can go back to old performances of Kendrick, and then I'm like he's rapping better here. Like, but specifically on Might Delete Later versus specifically GNX, the rapping is
it may be the type of rap or the tone, but I think I feel like this is my favorite sound from Kendrick so far.
That's fine, and that's a different argument.
No. But the thing is, like, it's part of the rapping. Like the rapping, like it's always gonna be built in. Every Kendrick song that he's making rapper wise, he's going to rap well. Him combining the songs, because last time we talked about like J. Cole's versatility. I think Kendrick showed a lot of versatility, especially this year.
Agreed.
We're literally in agreement. I think we're just because literally Might Delete Later didn't make my best list because it's not a best for me. But rap wise, I think it is. That's
exactly why
GNX is in my top list. Might Delete Later is not. But rap wise, and that's not even like it's high above it, but it just have it slightly above it.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, it 1,000% could be the apology.
There's no pie verse from Kendrick on
that's the thing. That's 1,000. Reincarnated is better than that. As a rap song, it's a better song. It's a better rap performance.
It's a better rap performance, and the rapping you're saying is
yes,
not the same thing. That's not the same.
So when we talk about rap performance, are we only talking about bars? Or are we talking about
I'm
the
talking
other
about
stuff?
strictly bars.
Okay, that's the thing. When I say Kendrick Lamar don't have a peer in rapping, it's more to rapping than just the bars. Or Daylight would be top 5. Like
you're saying, Kendrick doesn't have a peer in artistry. Then.
Right?
No. I mean rapping.
No, you're not talking about just rapping.
I mean your flows, the beats you choose, the what are you
watch.
talking about, and the bars.
That's
a part of rapping.
The argument we're making is basically like a Black Friday. If I gave these niggas each other's instrumental, who is rapping better?
Yes, that's all I care.
That's all we're talking about.
Let me give you an example. Because like remember you were comparing the artists earlier. We was like, all right, we're gonna do the 2K sliders. Mm-hmm. If we do the 2K sliders, J. Cole bars 99, flow 99. Like if we do it like that, I think Kendrick have more 99s than J. Cole. That's what I think.
I am saying that when I'm saying who is the better rapper, I am saying the only category we're talking about is your rapping and your flow. Those are the only two things I'm saying.
And I'm not even saying who's a better rapper. Okay, but that's different. I still think Kendrick's a better rapper, but I'm comparing on the albums. There was better rapping on this album than that album. I'm not even saying Kendrick's a better rapper. Kendrick's a better rapper.
What I'm essentially saying is there are more great rap verses on Might Delete Later than there are on GNX.
See, but like just what you just did, like you came a little closer to my side because a minute ago it was just the bars, but now if we include the flow, I think there is a giant whale-sized gap in Kendrick's ability to deliver
Cole
a verse.
Is literally a god at flow.
No. Let me get out. No, I'm just talking about your flow. I'm talking about delivery-wise. I think there are Kendrick's delivery is way better than J. Cole's, and we talked about one of the biggest things.
That's MCing. He's a better MC than J. Cole.
We can't split up MC and rap. Like that's the same.
We can. How he delivers
MC and rap.
How he raps
I'm
the words.
strictly talking about bars. Like that's all I'm saying.
That's all we're talking
I am saying.
So delivery, flow, all that.
None of that matters. I am talking about bars. When it comes to bars,
the
I am
verses he's
saying
sculpting.
I agree with you.
Fucking Picasso.
I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you that Kendrick is on a separate level.
If y'all saying y'all prefer J. Cole bars than Kendrick bars, I can for sure.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just talking about these two projects.
Yes, that's all I'm saying. Not even.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about on GNX or Mike Delete.
That's all I'm saying.
Listen, if you prefer the bars on Mike Delete Layer to GNX, I 1,000%.
It's not even preference. I just think they're better.
Yeah, no. If you think they're better, I can accept that. But I am not just saying the bars that they wrote when I think of a rap performance.
Then we're just talking about something else. That's fine.
No, because the thing is, like, just the bars you write don't make a great verse.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. All I'm saying is because this is what you said. This is how we got here. You said that he doesn't have a peer.
He does not have a rapper.
As a rapper.
He does not. Yes, as a rapper.
He does not have a peer as a rap artist.
100%.
As far as a rapper,
without a doubt.
J. Cole is as good of a rapper as he is. He is not the rap artist he is. That's when I start.
I'm gonna keep the line at where y'all left it. He does not have a rap peer, but J. Cole writes really, really good bars. I will give y'all that. He writes really, really good bars. It just don't hit the same. I'm sorry. And what's crazy to me is we all came in here and said that shit just don't hit the same. I don't believe this nigga. Like it just don't hit the same.
I just hate the fact that I had to go into a whole spiel going against my favorite rapper because Kendrick's literally my favorite rapper. It's just like
it just don't.
J. Cole is rapping the best he's ever rapped in his life. Somehow it's still.
We talk.
Yes, we did talk about that before too.
What?
Right. He don't think he's rapping the best in his life right now.
Well, he's doing a tour of an album that came out 10 years ago.
He's not doing a tour. He did one show.
It
was a one night only.
He's celebrating 10 years ago. I don't think he's rapping as good as he did in 2014.
He's rapping way better.
He literally just dropped the deluxe.
He's rapping way better. I watched that concert. I'm like, damn, J. Cole is such a better rapper than you.
Literally.
Like, I'm listening to them verses like,
you can say you like the songs more, but
I've been listening to Friday Night Lights for 2 weeks. He is a much better rapper.
Listen, Friday Night Lights in 2014 is there's some years between that. I don't think J. Cole.
And he's still rapping better now.
He's better than all those eras.
Man, prime J. Cole 2014.
Off season and Might Delete Later is prime Cole as of right now.
Yes.
Ever since off season, he's been in another.
He sounds hungry.
That feature run off season, Might Delete Later, nigga's been in a dumb.
He's been in a different tier, bro.
The fall off is gonna be special.
The fall off is gonna be generational.
I think the fall off is gonna be amazing, but I don't think nothing he's done past 2014 or Born Center should be compared to those albums. I think that is peak J. Cole. I think that was the best J. Cole we've got.
There's not a single. And Born Sinner is my favorite Cole album. There's not a single verse on Born Sinner that can hang with the worst verse on Off Season.
Yes.
Yes. Literally.
Yes.
The raps are so much more simple. They're good. They're good songs.
Yes.
They sound good. But the rhyme schemes and the flows he's
They
using,
work because it's
not
a
even
complete
comparable.
project. But
you
you
wanna
take
say-
the songs on the other projects and you like stand them alone. Like
I
they
don't,
can stand
I
on
don't
their
see,
own.
but I don't think complexity it like makes it better.
How does
think
complexity not make it better? The more complex you write your bars, the more creative you are.
yeah, but the more
Agreed.
but you
But
don't
what?
but when you're rapping, you're not rapping for you. Like Eminem don't rap for him. You're rapping so niggas can understand you. I think J. Cole being able to be complex but be easily understood as he was a strength.
And I think he still is. I think he's just gotten better in doing it. I think
Yeah.
I think he's gotten more creative in his rhymes while also
I don't know.
painting a
I
picture
think
that
you
he
can
can
tell
You still hear
because
every single word is not even bunched
Yeah.
together. He's saying a million words a second, and I know every word he's saying.
Well, let's
I
see-
also think
see
him
if he does a
improving
Mike
on
Lee
his
later,
like
Deluxe.
beat producing, like his producing has also helped improve his rapping
I agree.
ability.
I agree. All right, we beat that one down. All right, this was amazing. It is 1:15 in the morning.
Is it
Can I at least hit my 10 favorites real quick? Because I never hit my favorites. I only did the best.
Oh, go.
The 10
Oh yeah,
best.
go ahead.
Real quick, because I have to differentiate, because y'all only heard the best, and that's like from the. This is Nelson's scope right here. These are the 10 best albums this year in order. Dang, I actually did have my delete later ones. It was at 10 though. 10. I really didn't even know if I had it. 10, I have Might Delete Later.
Yeah.
9, I have Mutt, Leon Thomas. 8, I have We Still Don't Trust You. 7, I have Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. 6, I have We Don't Trust You. 5, I have Alligator Bites Never Heal. 4, I have Eternal Sunshine, Ariana Grande. 3, I have GNX. 2, Chromacopia. 1, Algorithm, Lucky Day.
Nice.
So you hated Beyonce. Okay, cool.
I like that you're consistent because you've liked that Lucky Day album
all year. I love it.
I had to stand tall on that. Yeah.
I just want to
That shit was
I just
so
want to shout
good.
out Pink Panthers.
If
I just wanna throw
Beyonce
her
would
in
have went
there.
on tour, she would have had the album of the year, y'all. That's how that works.
Yeah. Listen,
This was a
about to hit the lottery. I'll put up in a
We
range.
love Beyonce though.
this was a great show. Episode 100 is in the book. On
Yeah.
to the next 100. The moment came, it's past, and now we are on to the next. Again,
to
thank
the
you to
next
Grace
one.
and Nelson
On
for
to the
sitting
next
through this
one.
and
Thank you
staying
for
up
having
this
us.
late. Thank you to Ish, my partner, my brother. I couldn't do this without you.
Facts.
This is a partnership. We do this shit together. Late nights, early mornings, editing at 3 in the morning, computers crashing, having to start.
Bruh.
Like, we've been through it all, bro.
Yeah.
This is my dog. Please like, subscribe, and comment. You can love us. You can hate us. I just hope you pay us. Episode 100. Post for the thumbnail.
The
Post
Wilt,
for the thumbnail.
the Wilt episode.
Time in the past.